as well tonight.
Yeah.
This is one of my super short weeks because I'm not on tomorrow night, so it's just tonight and Sunday.
Yeah.
I asked Roger Moore if he had a topic he wanted to discuss this Sunday. He hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Okay. That will be awesome if we can have him on.
Yeah, we'll see. Gary said he may come on. Casey may come on. So there you go. At some point.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good here.
The first note I have is from October 2018. Is that when we started?
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I think that's when we did
Yeah,
Mike
so
and me did our first.
We were in 2021 when we did number 101. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's 2021, 22, and 23.
Yeah. I have the little notes for the very first that we did.
Wow, very cool. Yep, we're all here.
It wasn't that ambitious back then.
I do not have any notes from back then.
No.
I use Evernote. I put a note every show we do.
I went down on my downstairs computer and I got number 101, my subfolders for Legends Lore 101 through today. So I have, if we go to a number specifically, I can pull up the banner and what's inside each to show
That's
some
awesome.
stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
so I have all those. So, Curtis, could you hear me, by the way?
Oh, I need to log into chat here.
Mike, I hear you. Anthony Richardson's biggest fan. What's that mean, Mike?
Who said that?
Curtis.
I'm gonna have to get used to him. Yeah.
What is he? Is he on the? What is he on the Colts now or what?
Yeah, that's the quarterback.
Oh! I thought so.
Oh, it's sport. That's why I didn't know. Understand
yeah,
what the
Colts,
who
that's
the
right.
heck he is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. He drafted third, fourth.
Overall,
Yeah, overall.
the guy that they passed over got passed over by everyone and went in the second round, and
Yep.
he was salty about it.
Yeah, well, you know. Them's the breaks. Got that. Cool. Oh, well, we know Curtis is here and going to the gym, so that's good. There, we got some other people logging in. My live announcements done here. 200.
$200 episodes, and we still have not done Spellgrammer.
Yep, that's true. Yep.
Is that
David,
a bust
we need
on?
you-
Is that a bust on Big Mac there? A little bit.
Yep. We need him on the show so we can do a spell jabber. Yep.
Oh, we just get Jeff Grubb, right?
Or we can have David and Jeff Grubb. I think will be a good one.
Yeah, that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Trollord Games. Join the fray.
So, yep, things are good here. No complaints that I can think of. Listen to me. Erica, she get a shout out still because I'm just going right down the list.
And no new videos from Chuck yet.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
We have to tease him every show now.
We're gonna have to do something.
Yep.
Everyone's so busy. I mean, I'm like slammed, right, with stuff, you know. So I don't have a lot to talk. You know what I mean? I'm just so, I got so much going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much done now. I have 4 months before I leave for Europe.
For a month.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. That's why I've been just trying to get as much of the heavy lifting done that I know that I can do over there. So that's why I haven't posted or been active. But I'm working on things. But there's some stuff coming, even little blog posts and stuff.
That's
so
great.
yeah. So I have to, first of all, I'm going to post a little thing saying what I'm working on now and what I will be working on when I'm over there. So that way people can anticipate when they will get what, so to speak.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough. Hey! That's enough of this. Chuck, you're gonna be punished. Long shot, Gitano, Mac. What's going on? I'm gonna start up the giveaway now. We're gonna do some, just so I don't forget. Now's the best time if I need to do it. Got some new stuff from recovered from the game Saturday morning yet? Bing. No? Oh, come on. I didn't score you that bad. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're not over the hype. That's a good thing to hear. That's good. Patrick, you're on. You said you're sending me some tombs, right? The Lizard King? Because I got one here that I may give away tonight. So you said you'd give me more. Correct? Don't you speak? Okay. I got a whole bunch of goodies. Whole bunch. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed playing some old school. That makes me happy and warm and fuzzy inside. Gary is invited for tonight, so hopefully he hops on at some point. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Patrick. I got something like last week, right? And I responded back to you by email. It was like 5 books. So I'm including a Jeff Grubb book. The Eye of the Wyvern was in it, which I've never had before. Thanks. It's a fast play game. Hey Keith, BB, good to see you. Yeah, it's called Eye of the Wyvern. It's a Dungeons and Dragons World of Adventure fast play game. A wilderness adventure for starting DMs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have this. So this is a reprint. Oh, Wayne, thanks. So let's come on so that Wayne gets his due here with all these gift subs. So yay! Whoops, they can't see you. Yay! Now they can. Yay! Good to see everyone. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the 200th, right? The 200th Legends and Lore.
We've been doing this 200 times.
200 times. I think we're at 247 for Gavin. So combined 447 episodes, which is insane when you think about it. Someone throw us 100, get us a hype train. We get over a certain level, I'll double or triple the giveaway depending on what my limited brain capacity allows me tonight. So we're on We're on a few minutes early. Good to see everyone. Thank you all. I know John's got a large crowd over there on Beholders, so we'll have a huge crowd coming in from there. Mike, Anna, so 200 videos. How many hours is that? We'll multiply. They're all more than 2 hours long.
Yeah, they're 2 hours so long.
They're 2+ hours. Some of them are much longer. Oh, Curtis, look at you. You're the man. Patrick, you're the man. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. So
it's at more than 400 hours of Legends. Of
yeah, it's probably over 500. Yep. It's probably over 500.
Probably, yeah, because there's several that are 2.5 hours. So yeah.
So we're gonna celebrate 200 in the way we know how, by shooting from the hip.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do best here.
Yes, that's what we do best. And celebrating Greyhawk, taking questions, talking about some of the shows we've had. From I concentrate on 101 to 200 because we did one at 100. But we can talk about all of them.
We can just mention a little bit on how the show, when we get to time, we mention a little bit how the show came to be.
I can barely remember episode 100, so.
I'm going to refresh your memory. I got some of them scrolling here, and then we're going to go on the big screen, and I'll show. I mean, because you know me, Mister. I got a screw loose in my head. I keep track of everything, and including logging every show that we do on all of them, and so it's really going to be a fun one tonight. So and it's great to see you all as people are coming in. So by having 2 drinks at once, I do have 2 drinks at once, 2 drink minimum. I have my coffee and I have my seltzer.
And I have my protein drink and water, so I'm good. Yep.
Mike's 2-fisting double shots. Coffee.
There you go. Yep.
Yes. So if we go here, let me just flip over here. Flip over to this. We can come over to this. Boom, boom, boom. Good to see you all tonight.
Yeah.
The giveaway's already set, so you can just exclamation point drawing him. Going way back to the beginning, the first 29 were on the Greyhawk channel. And I was only involved in one of those. I was on as a guest, but like if we start here, 30 we had Alan Growy, and it's the end of 2019. So 2021, so we're on the 5th year, of this. I've been streaming now almost 5 full years. It's like May 8th is like our anniversary for streaming. The day since we've been doing it.
So we maybe have started the first Legends and Lore episode just before you started streaming, then, or just
no, it was after, I think.
Okay, because we did like 35 or something. I forgot how many, but we did like 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and then we had a bit of a break because there was so much work.
You did 29 of them. You did 29.
Yeah, 29 of them. Yeah. So, so we did like 2 seasons. We called them season and episodes. So it was a little bit because it was just a test run. And the reason this show came to be was that someone else started a channel and was going to stream Greyhawk games. And at Gen Con, I met.
Good story.
And we sat down and babbled, and now I forgot his name. Shane. Yeah, he started the Greyhawk channel, and he was streaming Greyhawk games, and it was awesome. And I was one of his guests, and so were you, Jay. You were also one of his guests. I think you were
on what?
On the Greyhawk channel, were you on him?
No, I DM'd at Gen Con. Remember, I DM'd her in the halls
okay.
at Gen Con, and remember in the Greyhawk house, which was a flop house. And remember, and Taco Turtle had his cameras, and they're hanging everywhere, and it looked like a Franken setup, but it worked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you were there too, Mitch. I forgot you were. Yeah.
Yep.
There was a lot of people there.
That was a great, and I think it was during that Gen Con that we had a little get together, and Mike was there too. We sat in the at the one of the hotels, at the Astro Bar or whatever it's called, the big
Gen Con.
Exactly, at Gen Con, and we had, and then I simply suggested you should not only run games, you should also have a show where you talk about the setting and lore and stuff, so people can understand it. And then he stared at me and said, "Well, would you host it then and have it?" And I was like, I only do that if I need someone." And I looked around, and Mike was there. "Can you please do it with me?" And he said yes, and then that's how we got kicked off. And I had no idea about. I knew that I listened to and watched streaming, but I had no idea how to do it. So I had to download OBS and start learning the ropes, and that was how it got started.
Absolutely, and I was already doing Gavin at the time, so and I had some of those, and you appeared on like number 20 something.
Something like that. That's when we connected, and I talked to Marco at the Gen Con the year before, without knowing that
Gen Con,
exactly.
Not
Yeah,
2019,
without knowing that it was you that was his DM, so to speak.
I forget. Yeah, please ask.
Yeah, it must have been 20. It must have been 2017, because I have the first note from the Legends and Lore inaugural show at October 2018.
Right.
So we started with the first Legends and Lore in 2018.
Right, and the Gen Con we were all at was 2019.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the notes we have put down for the first one is to present ourselves, goals for the show. I didn't write down what the goals were, just that we should talk about them, and ideas for future episodes, and questions from chat, and the second episode was going to be, what do I need to start playing in Greyhawk? That was what we got to in our first episode. And then we probably babbled a lot, especially me.
Small bites.
But it was okay. I mean, the only one I can remember that was really terrible was when you had the Bards of Greyhawk on, right?
Yes, that was and it was well intended. It was well intentional from them. But the problem is that you can't live stream
through
a rock concert through a Zoom call using a smartphone. That doesn't work. So it
but basically
they. Oh, yeah, they tried it. That was the most interesting show, and it's kind of in a lot of ways it's the worst show. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to talk to them as a band, and they're talking about their music and what they do and stuff. But all they did was saying hi to us, put the phone on a chair or something out where the audience were, and started playing, and they kept doing it for an hour.
Thanks, Troy. We already had a hype train here, so thank you, Blue Locks, for coming in. Look, I'm going to give 2 sets of 2 of these. All these reprints, you get your choice of 2. We'll do 2 of them. All right? Celebrating number 200. Yeah. Please follow. We are over 10,000, but at any time Twitch can take it away from us just like that. Like they always, it's like multiple times. So, and good to see some new faces here. Appreciate. I know John's on a roll with what's going on with his Dark Sun / Greyhawk game, which is awesome. Great to see, and great to see you had a really nice show on the Beholders tonight. We really appreciate it. So you just happen to come in if you're new to the 200th episode of Legends and Lore. So this has been going on since 2018, and we're just giving a little background now, and we're gonna highlight some of the great shows. Maybe have a couple guests that are scheduled to come on. We'll see if they do. But myself and Anna Meyer, the great Greyhawk map maker, and the great blogger Greyhawk Mike Bridges is with us. Good to see you. Hey, Jay Stupinski, good to see you.
Hello.
Awesome. Greyhawk Reborn there, right? So, and good to see you, Tino. Everyone, so exclamation point drawing for the giveaway. Let's have some fun and talk about some wonderful things going on here. So, Anna, that was first 29 episodes were on the Greyhawk channel, and then And then
then he stopped. He got other things to do, so that channel kind of got into hiatus, and that's when we moved over to Lord Gazumba channel, and I haven't regretted it. It's been fantastic cooperation we've had, and reach a much bigger audience and have much more fun. Yeah.
And we really go into topics that like cross over into what we're doing, all of us in our own campaigns, right? And we talk about some things. Hey, Norker, we touch a lot of topics, and we're going to show. And some of them are scrolling through. Let me go over to this other screen here again. So, hey, Cathay, good to see you too. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. And we're gonna, and let me see how big if I can make it. So, all right. So 30. We started on 30, and we're all the way up to 200 now. Because like I said, I'm OCD. I log everything, every show of every adventure. Yep. By the way, the 1000th adventure in my campaign will be on June 3rd. So that's coming up very shortly, and it'll be scrolling through on the other page. So, we had Alan Growy on the first time. We had Clark Slicing on the second time, and we got through a lot of other topics. Leonard first appeared here. Second time he ever appeared on a show was on number 47 here. Okay. We had Leonard on, and that's just some highlights. And I know we went over this during the first 100.
Oh, so, but it's worth going back again a bit. And,
So it is, MPL. Thank you so very much. So
thank you.
Yeah, it's been a nice ride here. I'm shouting out our stream team for everyone, Blue Box, and everyone's involved on that. So you can find all the Greyhawk content all in one place. Some really neat ones. When we hit 100, it was it looks like a third of the way through 2021. So it's been a little while.
Yeah,
it's been
since
2
we
years.
Since we roughly do about 50 a year, roughly. Yeah. So because we usually have like 1 week off here and there, and there's might be a convention or something. So about 50 a year. So every 2 years there will be 100. So yeah.
Yeah. Here comes Casey on already. There we go. Awesome. Casey Brown already.
Hello.
That's a different room.
Hello. Are you still at work?
He's
maybe so.
Yeah. Are you?
Hello. Are you still at work?
I am.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's nothing
coming
wrong with
in.
That.
Insurance life.
Smart.
Yeah.
Very cool, Casey.
But I couldn't miss congratulating y'all on your 200th show on Jay's channel. Does this include? You were just talking about
29 on there. Yeah.
Yeah, 29 on there. So
29
all in all. Yeah,
plus
because we started
171.
Yeah, so we started numbering them from including the original ones, so we have the right numbers. So to speak.
Right, that's appropriate.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, by the way, this stupid mouse on my laptop double clicks, so I didn't type in 6 wins there. I only typed in 3, John. Oh my God, it's always something, isn't it? When did it begin? So Legends Lore began in 2018, the end of 2018.
Yeah.
Gavin started like third month of me streaming, or end of second month I was streaming 2018. May 8th is my 5-year anniversary for streaming.
Okay, there you
so
go.
and we'll be a partner almost like full 18 months.
Yep.
First 3.5 years, So it was everyone knows, John knows, and everyone knows it's a grind. Everyone, it is really a grind. But go ahead.
One of the interesting things is that the kind of the purpose of the show is still the same. I think to talk about the setting and lore and everything that ties into it, so to speak. I think we kept that mission is still here. We've had guests, and we have like Living Greyhawk. We have various topics that we come back to, but they still tie into that main theme of the show that I think is still very relevant to talk about the setting and in all the different aspects. Meaning sometimes we talk about rules using it, sometimes we talk about different convention play. We dig deep into one esoteric topic like economy and religion and various politics even and stuff. And then sometimes we talk about a specific book and so on. So I like that we get into the setting from many different perspectives, so to speak.
Yeah. And I'll say this, Mike has always said, we're going to run out of topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't.
Every week.
Yeah, we don't. And the more we talk about, that's the weird thing, like with Living Greyhawk, since we have Casey on, the more the more shows we've had, the more kind of cool stuff we find out that we need to have a show about. So it's not that we run out of topics, it's almost the opposite. The more we dig into something, the more we realize we can talk about it. So yeah.
There's so much minutia
in
this campaign world. Like I know Forgotten Realms 2 is very developed, but that's like WotC TSR developed. There's so much player development in Greyhawk that, your shows just kind of build off of each other at this point. We might touch on a dragon and Living Greyhawk, and then you guys go and do a canon show on the region that dragon is from.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about this show so much. Whereas Gavin is a lot of campaign based and customized rules and all that. This really covers more Greyhawk. Question Mac asked, why the name Legends and Lore? It is the name of the Deities and Demigods book changed.
Deities and Demigods would be too ostentatious.
Yeah,
right. So it's the second name of the second book.
Yeah, so it was something we discussed it there at the dinner when we had with Shane. We were sitting around the table and spun it back and forth, and for some reason what we ended up with. I'm not really sure exactly how that happened, but it happened, and that was it. So
I think lore needed to be in the word.
Exactly. We were talking about lore, and then Legends and Lore just happened. So
Well, it's all right. So I like the name. I mean, Deities and Demigods would be a little that would be
presumptuous.
Too specific. Legends and Lore sounds good. A very good question.
I mean, Anna is the goddess of cartography.
Well, thank you.
And Mike is the god of blogging. Since he made it to 1,000 posts, right, a while back.
Yeah, and now you still coming new posts here, so that
maybe hero gods or quasi deities, but you're up there.
And that is one of the things that have struck me over the last couple of years is that the breadth and depth of all the new fan creation stuff that comes out, meaning all the blog things, and now we have the old Len Lakofka archive stuff that is coming out, and the Gulf of Gayar, and meaning there's top-notch content coming out almost on a weekly basis, meaning almost every week I find some real treasures when it comes to fan creation stuff that ties into the setting that I think are often on par with all the old published modules, sometimes even better.
Catano, I like the quasi-deity term over the demigod term myself, so because I love those quasi-deities.
Yeah, it's also I haven't noticed the quasi deity being used in any other setting that much. It seems to be a Greyhawk thing, so to speak.
That's an interesting question for Eric Boyd, right? To go look at Forgotten Realms and see if they should Elminster be a quasi deity at this point.
Yeah,
that's a question for Ed.
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but I mean, Eric Boyd did the actual game supplement, right?
Yeah, well,
we should have them.
He kind of
see that we have a topic for a show: quasi deities.
But we have that in here.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure we have it, but
quasi deities from other places. Is Raceland a quasi deity when he's like 21st level in Dragonlance?
And what about Mordenkainen? Is he ready for deification or moved up into the immortals or something? Yeah,
let's hope not. So look, number 147. Oh, see, I'm on the big one.
So you have to go bald before you can become a quasi deity. That's why all of his artwork is bald now.
147. Hero deities, saints, and quasi deities.
There you go. Yeah,
you Scott Penny did the same article. And unfortunately, he is no longer with us.
Just a level 12 dude. Yeah, he has ages of adventuring before he can become a. Yeah.
So he Mordenkainen, So going back here, some of the earlier, and I'm going to stick between 101. If you guys want to bounce before that, that's fine. But between 101 and 200, this one stands out. 110, and that is because I think Jason Zavoda did it, right? Gord the Rogue's Greyhawk setting. I think we had Jason on that one, so I should be able to pop the. Look at that, it works. Okay, I got all the subfolders. Wednesday, July 21st.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have them all. I put them all in from wherever I needed to find them. Yeah, rip to Jason. This was a great one. Now, a quick story. About 9 months before this, Jason was kind enough. I don't share this that often, but I will tonight. Jason sent me this.
His Gord books that he was reading and recording?
Yep.
Wow.
I kicked it out. Jason sent me all 7 books, which was really kind of him. He said, I got a couple extra sets. And so he sent it to me. and he started doing the narration of the books on.
Exactly. He started that roughly when he came on our show, because he talked about that he was just gearing it up, so to speak, or getting it up and running.
Yeah. So
did he annotate those, Jay?
What?
I don't think
did he annotate his copies with his notes from reading, or did he just?
I don't think he managed to get to that part, but that someone can
right
go over all I haven't listened to all of them yet, so but that's something I'm going to put them on my phone and something.
My suggestion would be, if you can get a hold of them, just start reading through them when you get a chance. Casualty. You know,
hopefully
really
that's some. Yeah, hopefully there will be software that can actually listen to them and get them get the audio transcribed into text. That would be kind of awesome.
But you know, and we all miss Jason, but I wanted to highlight this one you know, first, that you know, and I think this is 2021.
Yeah.
So that let me just double check that. It's got to be 2021. Yep. So this is 2021, and I think he passed in December, around this area of December of 2021. So it was.
Wow, has it been that long already?
Yeah. Yeah. Leonard's the year before that. Leonard's 2020, if I recall. So time really just flies by.
Yeah.
But what a great episode that was. Another one just in this early area of 101s. We had some really good discussion talks here, and Anna, one of my hey Jeremy, thanks, good to see you. One of my favorites, Mike and Casey, was this number 113. Castles, keeps, and fortifications. I thought that was.
I have that listed too. That was
brilliant.
A great one.
Anna, was a brilliant episode where you went into detail on a lot of and that Wednesday, August 11th.
We talked about
go ahead.
Castle Heart, and we talked about Star Forts and different ideas, and I talked a little bit about Dragon Chains and fantasy fortifications, and we took Castle Heart as one of the examples from the Greyhawk setting.
But then you talked about real life applications with the hill. What's it called when it's up on the hill and down? What's that one called?
Mott and Bailey.
Mott and Bailey.
Yeah, I mean stuff that that really. Hey, thanks, Will. Stuff that educated me. Really educated me that I was not aware of, and then we had a lot of pictures, a lot of Swedish fortifications,
and various from Viking Age, medieval, Renaissance, early Cannon era, and stuff like that. So
I think that
old hilled forts and stuff from ancient times, like old Roman and that type of so the whole span that we can anticipate will be in like a setting like Greyhawk, meaning everything from ancient fortifications to almost Renaissance, almost up to the gun age, so to speak. That it was a great episode. I get to use some of my military knowledge. That was fun.
Yeah.
That hard box set, the castles from AD&D Second Edition, I just absolutely loved that as a kid. I know some people have made fun of some of the the fort designs, but if you ever see that at a yard sale, snatch it up. It's really neat. It's got a lot of good stuff in it.
First or second edition at a yard sale, snatch it up.
Well, that's true. That is absolutely true at this point. And speaking of castles, if you need a castle inspiration for a castle on a coast and a river, look at Conway, Wales. That was something Zavoda and I had talked about. I used it for Seaton in my Saltmarsh article that's in the Orth Journal a couple issues back. And Jason was going to use it for some other location, but I forget where. If we search the Discords, look for Jason mentioning Conway. It's in Wales. Then you might find what he had in mind for it. But you can find an actual map of the castle sort of in a D&D style. You know, that these historical sites will publish. So anyway, I just thought that was neat.
Patrick, Halifax Castle has been on the Curse of Oak Island, because isn't that the one on the coast that the French had, but the British conquered it? And they think a lot of the stonework there is some of the stonework that they're finding on Oak Island. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think So I've never been there, but it sounds pretty cool. But I love this episode. It was really great. It went off on a tangent outside of Greyhawk, because we talked about a lot of applications for.
Oh yeah, we went to basic castle design and advanced and stuff. So it was still, I think, applicable to your world building in Greyhawk. So yeah.
Yep. Very cool. So there are a lot of slighted castles in Wales that King of England.
Yeah. Thank you for spelling that one, BB Fan Fun.
All right.
The one in Wales.
Why don't we bounce around, see if you all have one you like? I'll find it. I'll pop up some of the listings on it, and we can go from there. So, Mike, you got a favorite?
Oh, let me jump in real quick because I probably got to get back to work or go home before my wife kills me.
Okay.
It's 8:20 Eastern time. I just wanted to jump in and say, like, it's been an honor for me as the Living Greyhawk guy to have you guys welcome us into the community. I mean, Jay, your channel is J, 1.J, right? You're a war gamer, minis guy, and Living Greyhawk was 3rd edition. We've done 30 shows. So 15% of your shows have been about Living Greyhawk, and your audience has stuck around for it and joined in and encouraged us. And we're just going to continue to keep having shows. I think we've already done 4 this year.
Yeah.
We're working on the next show. We're going to try and do Keeland in depth coming up real soon. Sean Merwin has already agreed to do it. And then next year, just some early planning. I think I'm going to try and go to Winter Fantasy for the first time ever, February in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
And get Sean Merwin's already agreed to this, and try and get Ron Lundeen and Eric Mona if he goes, and Jason Bullman if he goes, and any Living Greyhawk alumni, Greg Marks, who has made it into professional publishing, David Christ, and try and do a panel, like an official Winter Fantasy panel. But I need to know if you guys ever go or what,
that sounds like we should try and get as many of us as possible to Winter Fantasy and see if we can do a
Jay's like, I ain't got the time budget or wife points for another con probably.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. But that will be kind of cool if we can do it and maybe live stream it or at least record it somehow.
I don't have to be there. Anna can,
we can see what we can do.
We just needed someone to turn on the switch for Twitch, and then you could remote produce it. But
somehow.
So I just wanted to say thank you. I'm glad that people have enjoyed the shows. I have learned so much about Living Greyhawk just by having all the other Living Greyhawk people on. We've helped reconnect these Triad members with lost friends. And we found out some people who've never lost touch with each other. It's just been a really neat experience. So thank you both for having me on back in the Shane days. I think that was season 2, episode 6.
Exactly. You were one of the guest number 3 or something like that. We had
that was
we had a couple of
May 25th of 2019. So that was almost 4 years ago we've been doing these shows. And then the first one with Jay was episode 35, January 23rd of 2020. So over 3 years with Jay.
And we've had one every couple of months at least. And that will be great if we can continue to do it, because it's such a vital part of the Greyhawk story, so to speak. The Living Greyhawk was one big chapter of Greyhawk. So it's so cool to do deep dives into that too.
Right. I appreciate that. I think we could say Living Greyhawk was probably 15% of Greyhawk at this point.
Yeah. It was a decennium of kind of, or a decade of Greyhawk history and publication and convention life and all that. So
and without this show, all the stuff that isn't in my book, Mike, there's your cue.
990. Hang on a second.
I'm ready for that.
Oh, hang on a second.
All the stuff that's not in my book would have been lost.
I got Will's right here. I don't have yours.
Good. Will's book is awesome. Thank you, Anna.
There you go. Yep.
And
I was first.
Okay,
so, we've had Eric Mona and Jason Bullman on, whether it was a Gabbin or a Legends and Lore, and Stephen Radney McFarland, et cetera, et cetera. We've, RPGA people. So again, thank you very much for hosting. And I'm about to pop off, but I just wanted to express that sentiment before I left. And then I'm going to work on the next Living Greyhawk book. Eventually, I'm going to start it. It'll be the history of the overall campaign, not a synopsis of the adventures. So
we're looking forward to that. Yep.
Casey, we'll see you soon.
Awesome.
All right. Have a great rest of your show, guys. Sorry I have to miss it, but insurance. Hey, if anyone in the audience needs insurance, you know where to find me. Later.
Okay. Bye.
Casey's like the guy in Groundhog Day.
Yep. Yep.
Phil? Sorry. So, Casey brought up a great one right here, and that's number 163, a Greyhawk deep dive. Living Greyhawk Journal 0 to 5. So what happened on this one was we were going to talk about them, and I got Stephen Radley McFarlane at the last second, if you remember. Like somehow Casey was talking to him, and Casey he agreed to come on, and then if you remember that morning, Eric Mona found out about it.
Yep.
Right? And so Eric couldn't be away from it without wanting to come on this one.
Yeah. So he came on.
Yeah. So number 163.
Was that the first time we had Eric Mona on the show?
No, no. Oops. That is. Oh, where's my banner's not in here? Oh crap. My banner is missing for 163. All right. Well, it's not in the 163 folder. That is weird. So, yeah, I had a Slav Squad game in there instead. But I have this from that show.
Oh, yeah. The old picture from 2000 or something.
So, if you want to talk about legends here.
There's a bunch of them.
You got Eric Mona here, right? There's Malden, right?
Yeah.
There is Sean Reynolds.
Yep.
This white gut right here is Stephen Radley McFarlane, right?
Yep.
And then there's some other people in here. They're big names that I forget who they are, but they're a lot of huge. Isn't this one? He wrote part of the journal, Living Greyhawk Journal with Gary, isn't it?
Okay. A second.
Whining, isn't it? Isn't that one?
That might be Whining.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be. Yeah. You parked the mouse thingy. Yeah, and then we have. Dennis Tetros there, yeah.
Dennis Tetros
and Russ. What's his?
Yeah, what was that? Is that Fred Whining right there, Sam? I think it is. And then I forget these gentlemen here, but they're pretty big names, all the four here too. 5 running around here. Yeah. So this might be Dave Conant. I'm not sure, but
I think it's Russ. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're in this pick, Sam. Which one are you? Wait a minute.
Sam Weiss. No, I think it's.
I think
it's the
Russ Taylor between Dennis and Sean.
Sean.
Oh, this is you.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny, Sam. Wow, that's awesome. That's Russ.
That's Russ.
Here. Yep. I'm on the left. Here.
Yep.
Here. In the middle. Right here. That's Fred.
That's Fred.
Here. Right here. That is awesome. No, back one. Right here with the mustache.
Yeah, I think that the one with the red T-shirt, I think is Fred Fields. I think. Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome. So Russ Taylor's in this pick too. Wow.
Yeah. Russ Taylor is the one that is sitting next to Sean K. Reynolds.
No, that's Noel Graham. Here. One above Noel Graham's. Here.
No, above.
Oh, here.
Further away. So yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Yep. Well, that's great to know you're in this picture. Very cool, man. What?
Yep.
We got to have you on just to hear some of these stories, because look at this group here. I mean, this is legendary people of the Greyhawk community all in this picture. I can't think of a picture that exists that has more legends in one bar session. And if we know from a fact that they destroyed, now this is well before that time, but they destroyed 10 over getting drinks. What were you guys plotting here? My gosh, what a great...
The downfall of something else, probably. Yep.
There's another good picture with Malden's site guys.
That's probably the celebration of the LGG getting published.
Yeah, you guys were plotting. Well, that is awesome to hear. Wow, so this is from episode 163. That we had Stephen and Eric on, and Eric's been on this show, counting my playing Venerian Vord, which I think he's played Venerian Vord 6 or 7, at least 7 times. And he's been on multiple shows. We had him on himself. We had him probably on there 5 or 6 times on Living Greyhawks and Gavin mixes. So that's cool. What a great discussion and picture there for number 163. Very cool. Awesome. Great to see too. And so we were plotting one of the first meetings of a bunch of old school Greyhawk talkers. Yeah. So which one is Gord? Yeah, exactly. Rape City and Risk. But that was another good one, just because of how it came together. So Mike, you want to bring up one? Bring up one from anywhere. from 01 all the way up to 200, please.
We had Darlene on.
Yep.
Man, and let me see if I can find. Yeah, what numbers, Darlene? I want to think it's. Can I do a search in? Yeah, here. Let me see if I can just search.
Darlene was fairly early.
120s.
124.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, 124 Darlene. Yep. That was a great one too.
I think when we had that episode, I had already met her a couple times, at Gary Con, but it was nice to get her acquainted with the community at large.
Yeah, with the community. I don't think it took a while for her to realize how big of an impact in the Greyhawk community her map had.
Or her artwork like this.
That too,
which I think a lot don't know about a lot of the artwork.
Exactly. They know the artwork, but some of them don't realize that it was Darlene that did it. So, yeah.
Absolutely. This is where I'm glad I got my folders here. So, and this was her card game. A lot of people ordered that night. Jasmine, the Battle of Mid-Realm for the Mid-Realm collectible card game. A lot of people placed that order that night for that because she only had limited copies left, if I recall. And she did covers of like Crusader journals too for Troller Games as well. So, she did a lot more than just the Great Darlene map. Also did did the map for the Haunted Highlands for Troller Games. So lots of stuff. Really a good one, Mike. Good pick.
It's like we have a lot of authors on, but do we really have a lot of artists?
No, but we had one. We had a momentous one last year, right? Real, and let's go there next. Let me see here. It's post. I want to say it's post. No, it was early in 2022. Or was it after Gary?
No, you saw it there. Scroll up. I saw it. There you go. Number 135.
There we go. Oh, there it is. Yes.
So
Larry Elmore, number 135. Thank you. I was staring right at it in the face here. So.
Yep.
Yep. So we had Larry Elmore on Wednesday, January 19th of last year.
Yep.
Larry has done some really wonderful things for the community. And has given, someone out there has this now hanging up from this year, right? And someone has something like this hanging up from the fundraiser from last year. So each year he's given us 6 great prints donated for the St. Jude fundraiser each year, which is really kind of him. But just the artwork and the stories he had behind the artwork was unbelievable. That he did told us. And the sad thing is that Luke told us, and by the way, and some of these I have down in my basement. Like I have this one in my basement. It's on the back wall. I have 3 Elmores down there that you get to see. I think I have a Peas and Carita.
Yeah, I have an Elmore print and a Parkinson print. One of these numbered
all
prints.
Signed, and I have this one too. That's my favorite. The druid hanging on the tree, just overlooking the cliff. Some really awesome stuff. Now, the sad thing is that Luke kind of told us that this year was Larry's last Gary Con due to age. So,
that he will come and have a booth and sell. He might come as a visitor.
Okay. I did not know that. I did not hear that.
Yeah, he said, I talked to him briefly, and he said this is the last convention he will do as an artist and have a booth and sell stuff and so on. So he might come as a visitor to other convention, but he will be the last one he will go professionally, so to speak, to.
Yeah, Mitch, I don't know where the time goes, man. It's like I said, May 8th is like 5 years of streaming.
So he's retired from drawing and from his art history, so to speak. So that's what he did at the end, and he sold off
a lot of stuff, and he's made a lot of money on it now. Finally, like it's really worth value.
He's lucky.
Yeah, I really hope that he will come next year when there's the 50th anniversary of D&D. at GaryCon next year. So yeah,
I have some inside information I can't share with everyone about what's going to happen at GaryCon. Garner, I won't tell. You didn't.
Have Garner spilled the beans?
No, he did not. Someone with the first name Josh and the last name Pop did.
Oh,
but
okay. There
I
you
was
go.
sworn to secrecy.
He might have spilled something to me too, but I'm also sworn to secrecy. Yep.
It's all good for everyone. So, I will go to one more, and then Anna, tell us this. This one, I was hesitant about at first, and I'm like, I don't know if it sounds like a.
Oh, you mean 170 politics in Greyhawk?
161.
161.
161, which I thought.
Oh, you mean Slaying the Dragon with Arthur Ben Riggs? That was a great one.
I was worried. I didn't want to come off as TSR bashing, but it didn't go that way. So we had Ben Riggs on, who author Slaying the Dragon, and he had it's a good book.
I read his book, and we have to remember GaryCon last year, we stumbled in on his seminar because he was before we were going to have our fantasy mapping show, I think it was. And,
really?
and he had his seminar the hour before, so we sat down and at like 2/3 of his seminar,
and there was like 5 people in there. That was it.
Yeah, it was like 5 people, which was really a shame because it was one of the best seminars at GaryCon. Then he talked about 3rd edition, and now I want to see Ben, and please Ben, write a book about how 3rd edition came to be, because that seminar you had was fantastic. So when I saw this book, I snapped it up right away and read it. So
he had some. I have all these charts still. He had some unbelievable charts, showing like how much each setting sold.
That book is really good. I think it's the definitive. That and hang on a second. We have
here's Dark Sun, John, right here, 120,000 copies.
And we have another guy, Michael Whitmer. He wrote this book, and he had a seminar this last GaryCon when he talked about this book and Gary Gygax and his stuff. So those two are for Greyhawkers, and John Peterson's Playing at the World. If you read these 3 books, you know a lot about the history of D&D and the game and role playing and Greyhawk and stuff. It's amazing.
Patrick, you mean WotC and Hasbro, right? They're different than TSR. I'm not talking about the new TSR. That's not this TSR. We're talking about the old TSR.
Yeah.
You know, the Gary's company.
Yeah.
WotC and Hasbro with the Pinkertons has been a really fun.
Yeah, the Slaying the Dragon is basically about the story of TSR and up until and during the when it was acquired by Wizard of the Coast. That's what this book is about.
So there are a ton of statistic graphs. Ben Riggs, I don't know if they're all in the book, but Ben Riggs has like crazy amounts of stuff that he posted on his Twitter about a year ago. And if you scroll back to his Twitter, you may be able to find all these.
I remember reading them on Ian World.
They may have been on Ian World.
Yeah, oh yeah,
too.
they made articles when he started tweeting about this prior to the release on the book. The Ian World kind of collected the tweets and wrote about them. So yeah.
This shows, all right, so I like this one. This one shows, this is good for us. This shows the original folio, then the box set 83, right? Then Jim Ward's book From the Ashes. I'm sorry, Greyhawk Adventures. And From the Ashes, I don't know, this doesn't feel right to me, but I guess it is. There's no Free City Greyhawk box set on here. It looks like they had a bunch of turns on the Greyhawk Adventures here. It's just
that is probably part due to the way that TSR did their sales. If you read the book, you realize that they actually booked a lot of sales that weren't done, because way they could collect the money, because they sold through Random House, was one of the major distributors,
right.
So they could actually distribute it, cash the money, and then somehow hope that they can earn more money in the future and pay back the debt, so to speak. So they used Random House as a borrowing platform or a way of borrowing, and that's probably what we saw there. So they probably shipped a lot of stuff, at least like artificially shipped it and booked it as shipped in order to cash in the money, and then hope that they can get it back and earn it back and pay it back later, so to
Is
speak.
that
And that
where
was,
it dips below the line?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why you can have negative sales, so to speak, more than and they use the Random House as one of their piggy bank to borrow from. And that was one of the downfalls, because Random House, they earned so much money that Random House simply didn't want to refuse to to do anything with them eventually, so to speak. So they were in deep trouble.
This one here, I know we're getting off on a tangent, but tonight, but this one here shows how popular basic D&D was in the early days.
Yep.
Which is shocking. I mean, wow.
You see, it took a sorry.
We got Holmes here, and then you got Mulvey in 81, right? So you got Mulvey Basic is huge.
Yeah,
huge.
And see, it took years before AD&D caught up, and in a way, it didn't caught up. The only way AD&D caught up was that basic D&D sales fell. So AD&D never caught up to the initial hype of the basic D&D box or the D&D box sets.
Just a massive amount there. So yeah. Absolutely. It was a simple game to play. I agree. And like I said, I started off with, with Holmes. So some cool stuff. It was a great episode. 161, going back a little ways. But
I missed that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Were you gaming that at that point?
I cannot remember. I missed that one.
Yeah. But it was a good one. And now when you said that one you were worried about, there was another show coming up just after 61, 170 that you were worried about when I suggested we talk about politics in Greyhawk.
Yeah.
And that was one, because I wanted to introduce a series when we talk about almost academic topics in Greyhawk, economy, politics, religion, and almost from an academic standpoint. And you were worried about this one. And I said, no, and I was kind of worried, but afterwards, I think those shows actually turned out really well. We went over how politics could work, so to speak, for almost like political science analysis of the world of Greyhawk, so to speak.
Right. Yeah.
Like a political scientist would analyze the real world. I used the same tools and went into a deep dive into the political structures and ideas and stuff. And that was a one that I enjoyed a lot to do, so to speak. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Sam, on what you said on the basic. So my worry was it pulling into real world politics, which I always hate, but we didn't go there, which is good.
Exactly. That was not my intent. So to
no, it wasn't at all.
Things.
Yeah. It was definitely a really good episode, and it was fun, and a lot of the theoretical ones turned out to be fantastic. Well, we keep things rolling.
Yeah, they were kind of dry and no one probably liked the idea from the get-go, but I think they covered it from a perspective we normally don't get on a lot of the other shows, so to speak. We had one that we talked about rivers and the water drainage and I can't even say it in either English or Swedish, but hydrography or whatever you call it, when the waterways and drainage and stuff like that, part of the geography shows we've had.
Yep. Absolutely.
Hydrology. Yeah. Thank you, Moose. Yep.
What's good is when we have these kind of scholarly episodes, Jay's good at finding one or two people to join sometimes.
Get in on
Yep.
Get in on it. Yeah. And that's great place, great time for a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
we have a couple of more we haven't had when it comes to these scholarly ones. One is demographics. We need to tackle that one because demographics, both it's a tough one.
Problems.
Yeah, exactly. Population and stuff. Because it's a tough one. It's an interesting one, and it is one that has a lot of contentious debate and whatnot in Greyhawk lore. So I think we need to, but I wanted to take the low-hanging fruit before we hit that one, because that is kind of tough.
We've not only got the low-hanging fruit, we've trimmed all the lower branches. Now we're climbing to the top of the tree, Anna.
Yeah. Yep.
Trimming it. Trimming it
so,
good.
but I think demographics is definitely one. So, and there's a couple of others. We I think development of religion, faiths in Greyhawk, I think will be an interesting one.
We just did favorite religions.
But I was thinking more from the development of faith, meaning from the history of religion or something like that in Greyhawk. Dig really deep into world building it, so to speak.
Let me find it. Where is the currency one? I think that was after.
Oh, currency is a good one. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
The money.
Was it? Well, I forget the name of it. Oh man, was
economy?
Economy?
Yeah, we had it. We had an economy one.
Let me type in economy and just see.
Yep. We got
there. It is number 70. Okay, I don't have that banner for that because it's before 100. So that was a while back. Remember, they're all on YouTube. From 30 on, they're all on YouTube. Economies and Coinage of Greyhawk. So that was the first real theoretical one. I remember I said, "Oh my God, this is gonna be rough," but it actually turned out really well. So yeah, that's all right, NPL. Thanks, man. There's Josh.
Exactly. That's the big one. To meaning if standard D&D has deviated from Greyhawk ones. So
living Greyhawk, how much chickens and flour cost?
Yep.
They had the and doors and hinges and all that other stuff.
Yep. Nails. Yes. If they have a price in the player's handbook, then they're worth something. So yeah.
It's just insane. The insanity there of that was fun.
Yep.
So, all right. So I got something. Casey just messaged me. Third giveaway. We are doing, Casey's doing one. We are doing a Bandit Kingdoms summary as well, third giveaway. So there you go. So, and he will ship it direct. So I'll need a full name and address for that one. Well, usually I need full name and address for everyone, but yeah. Greyhawk Trade Routes, number 183.
That was one that topic I came up with and I was really excited about, and then I couldn't be there.
That was over the holiday. That's a tough one because it looks like it's the last one of last year. So it could have been something going on.
I think it might have been a holiday stuff.
Yeah. Casey Brown's book is a great synopsis of it. So this is Greyhawk Trade Routes. We did that one. And did we have anyone else on it? It was just you and me on that one. I think it was just you and me.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was shortly before that we did regional products, which was another fun one, kind of like economy.
Yep.
And Will was on that.
Will came on that one.
Yeah.
Where's that one? Trade. It's just you said I don't have 200 episodes memorized. Everyone where they all are, considering I got trade. No, what was it called again?
Regional products.
There it is. Oh, it was 179. It was right there.
Yeah, it's like shortly before trade routes.
Yeah.
We were kind of in that mode.
179.
That's we did a lot of the and that's why we stayed away from these kind of scholarly topics, because we had a whole bunch of scholarly ones for a bit. I got into a frenzy there for a bit.
Have we done Underworld?
Probably.
Yeah.
We did one of the earliest ones we did.
Yeah, that's an early one.
But that's
Let's take a look here. I'm almost positive that's like in the first 50.
So there's some topics we probably should revisit.
All right. So number 155 is Gods and Powers of the Underdark. All right. But I don't think that it didn't come up. So let me see if we got one on Dark Elves. No, it didn't come up. We didn't do the Underdark.
Oh, we had to.
We have to do it. Yep. That was one that we that I love.
We
that
did
I
Artifacts
saw early on.
And number 50, Artifacts of Greyhawk.
87.
87, the Underdark. I don't know why it wouldn't come up. Number 87, the Underdark. So yes, we did do the Underdark. Yep.
But
okay, good.
Thank you.
From episode 1, Greyhawk channel, to present, I think we've done dragons 3 or 4 times.
Probably, yep.
So like we should do another Underdark because God no. And if we have a different person on, it'd be like a totally new topic.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's that long ago that we could probably and there are repeat stuff. We can do another Underdark episode. There's a lot of episodes we can redo.
Well, like Patrick mentioned, artifacts, magic sword, something like that. I know that's another one that we did way back at the beginning.
And I remember this is before we had Roger Moore or anyone else on or knew of him. The Crook of Rao talk, we were all over the place. We're like, what the heck's going on with this stupid Crook of Rao? Because remember they said it's has a secret evil power. Remember that? And we're like, what's going on with this thing? There was a mention in one of the new books that had come out. And that also brings up number 33. We did a Saltmarsh then and now where we compared 1E to 5E Saltmarsh.
Yeah.
Which we hadn't done a lot of those comparisons. Will. Yeah. Way back.
Yeah. And also way back
Underwater.
Back in March 21, we had a show, 5 Reasons to Visit, and then we had different places. We listed a bunch of different places, and I have mine listed here. I had Worm's Tail Pass was one of the places, and so that was a show that I loved. We bounced around, and each of us picked the place and with 5 reasons to go adventuring there. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. That came right off of Mike's blog. And I ripped off a lot of stuff from Mike's blog. I would go through and say, 5 reasons to visit. That's a good one.
Oh.
That was a real good one. So when we had Rick Miller on, we did his Aquaria. Where's his island? His island that he has all done up.
An Aquaria, whatever. It goes, that's the Great Southern Continent.
Yeah, here, let me bring this one up. I bet you it's in the folder. I bet you have Aquaria maps here.
Yep.
Because Frank
because
Menser,
it's kind of tricky to call it Aquaria because then you have Frank Menser's Antaria that is kind of almost same name and stuff. So the Great Southern Continent going under many different names.
Here it is under as Antaria that he put. This is Rick Miller's one. So
they're kind of They're kind of.
This is actually Rick's map of all the locations and kingdoms in his campaign on that map.
So I've wrote Underwater Lore down.
Good,
because
we know who we
really wants
need to have on. Yeah, we know who we need to have on the show for that one.
Well, yes,
obvious. Yeah.
Hold of Crag. Who's Crag? And go over to Gulf
Crag.
We need Crag and we need Troy
for the Flamis.
Yeah, we need Crag and Troy for various shows.
I'm sorry for being
for
being ignorant, but who's Crag?
I forgot his real name, but he's the one.
Is that his name?
Gulf of Gyar.
Okay.
Yeah. He's posted a lot of stuff on Cannon Fire. Yeah.
Person.
Robert Dubasov. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm just looking to see what else.
Those names will get out there.
Oh yeah.
Just gotta get more exposure.
Yep. Okay. Lots of good stuff here. Lots of good stuff. Now let's see if I can pop this back up. All right, got it. So Rick was 138.
So Casey, was modest, about being on 15% of the time or whatever, but really he was filled in for me more than once, I'm sure. He's like practically a full-time member.
Yeah.
And I think Rick, he's been on a few times.
Yeah, we've had Rick on a couple
4 or 5 times. Yeah, or something. Yeah.
We had Jason on a lot while.
Jason was on a lot at the beginning.
We had Jason on.
Yep. I remember
Carlos is on a lot too.
Yes, well, we need to have Carlos more, but it was so funny with Jason when he had his Wi-Fi that buffered. So when he talked too long, then he was cut off, and and we had to wait for him, and then he came back again. That was
kind of like Len just dropping off.
Yeah, that was funny.
We also did a top 10. Here's top 10 cities of Greyhawk.
Yes,
we all had our own top 10s. We kind of went that way with lists.
So what other kind of top 10s could we do? Is top 10 a category that we could expand on?
I'm going to tell you one right now. Top 10 personalities.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
top 10 like NPCs or something.
Yeah. Top 10 magic items.
Top 10 inns. Oh, it's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one, Cathay. It's a good one. Top 10 locations, establishments. That's a real good one. I like that one.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it could be like those travel log
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be inns.
Reviewing.
It could be like the guy, the Wainwright outside of Greyhawk City, right? The Wainwright is the stake right there, or the Stone Circle outside the Greyhawk, or you could have really a lot of fun with that.
We need to do like 1 out of 4 kumquats or something like that.
Yes, check out.
1 out of 4 kumquats. That's awesome. Yeah.
What is Divisions of Greyhawk magazine, Troy? I have no idea what that is.
It's the Cannon Fire that they are going to launch a new kind of.
Has that been officially announced yet?
I think so. I've seen posts about it everywhere.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, we haven't announced it. I'm just saying, is it out there officially? I guess it is now, Troy.
It's been announced, but not. We haven't seen a physical or a PDF yet. So
they posted on Facebook. All right.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I am not getting in any trouble.
Well, Troy posted it now in chat.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah.
I just want to,
Yeah, we'll see if we're under embargo or not. So yeah.
Norker posted on the piazza. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Very cool. Now let's go to this one. And I don't know why I didn't put the guests down. And I think this is the one. But Legends of Lore 175 was on a Saturday morning. No, it wasn't. Which one did I have? Paul Luby and Stuart Kerrigan. I had all 3 of them on, right? It was
that was a great episode.
Oh my
gosh.
So
wasn't that just a living Greyhawk?
Yeah,
it
was a living Greyhawk. Yeah, it was a living Greyhawk, the British guys, so to speak, and yeah.
On-wall? Is it on-wall?
I think it was on-wall. Yeah.
It was
because they did on-wall. Yeah.
On-wall.
And it was so great to talk to, especially Paul Luby, because we corresponded back and forth in email and stuff.
Yeah.
He sent me so much. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Saturday. That's it. Thanks, Alex. Yep. Living Greyhawk on wall. We had Stuart Kerrigan, Paul Luby, and who am I missing? Creighton Broadhurst.
Yep.
That was awesome. That was a great show.
Yep.
And we've done, we've done Gabbins on Saturday morning now with 2 of them with Rob Kuntz. And I'm doing I did an adventure last Saturday morning with my, so I'm trying to up my Saturday morning gaming and shows so that it downs my Saturday night stuff. So I stay married. So yes, but that was a really what's this? On-wall update 2005. All right, cool. So yep, I had some really neat stuff. This was a great discussion. We need to get them back on. Just to talk about some other fun things. Yeah, it was definitely if you're interested in writing. Oh, okay. There you go. Hey, things are going on out there. I am in yes. So let me see what else we got here. So yeah, that was a great show with them. I really had fun with all of them. I got hiccups. That's great. Okay. Mike, another favorite?
Well, there was, I guess, within the last 100 episodes, we've done 2 Gary Con.
Yes, we have
episodes. Live Gary Con.
Yeah,
we have. Yep, and let's see if I can locate. So it's got to be in 2021 too. Duh. So it's got to be in here somewhere. Wait a minute. Let me find the years. Oh, you know what? I can't see the years because I got this thing. All right, it's got to be right here. Larry Elmore, Portals, Greyhawk, Gary Con, 14 Live. What's going on? That's number 144. We kind of got stuck in that room that Roger Moore couldn't come in. Remember, we kind of got stuck in that one room. It was still post-COVID.
There was so many people in there that it was hard to. Not everyone could.
Right, but then this year in 194. Was much better. We had a nice big table. We're hanging out. It was very casual, and it just rolled. And we had a good audience, and both were good. But I really liked this year's, even though I was.
Oh yeah, the room
the first
was great.
One I liked because it was one of those big conference tables, and I had those map pieces spread out.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, we have. Yeah.
She did have.
And everyone was just crowded around it like we're on some kind of war council.
Yeah. That was good, and it was also so crowded that not everybody could fit in. Hang on a second, it was the same room that we gamed with Ed Greenwood and company this year. It was the same room.
Well,
yeah, but this year was good because we had a really good room that everybody could fit in, and the discussion was good, and we had a big TV that we could show off stuff on. So that was.
This is true.
And we also had one episode that I really liked, where to campaign next, and we all came up with ideas for future campaigns, and that was a great one. I got a lot of inspiration from all the cool ideas that came on that one.
I am typing in something that there's a manual number. I put you just there's a manual if you want to link it manually.
Well, speaking of that, Anna, talking about ideas for campaigns and whatnot, I also like and you guys have really only scratched the surface with inviting people is Rich was on my Greyhawk or whatever you want to call it. I do like hearing about other people's campaigns.
That is, we need to have, there's so many people we need to have on that show. I've talked to Von Malku, Mike Mossberger, and get him on because he has a great Greyhawk campaign, and yeah.
So the list used to be on Greyhawk Online. I don't know when it was. Last time it was updated. And just note, you can go to it should be in here. All right, there. Go to YouTube.
Yeah,
and go to playlists, and there's a playlist of all the Gabbins and all of the Legends and Lore from latest all the way down to number 30. They're all there, and that'll be a list. Boom, 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 straight down. Yep. So, yeah. So if you're having a post issue, anyone, Twitch sets up weird stuff, and I don't know what they do, and I get check boxes and stuff, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Please note, it's not me, it's them experimenting with they're adding things all the time, and I'm just like, what the frick is going on? So please note that it's not anything I changed. So so we're talking about my Greyhawks, right? And we had 2 of them.
We need that's something we should have every just like Living Greyhawk. We should have it every couple of months, because there's so many of you that watches this that have great Greyhawk campaigns. So please, we would love to have you on the show, and you can pick your brain, and you can talk about what your cool, quirky stuff you're doing in your Greyhawk, so to speak. So
so we've had Rick on, we've had Longitalis, we've only had 2, and we need to have more. We haven't had one for a few months.
Asher.
Dale and his brother.
But Mike, you need to talk about your Greyhawk campaigns, and as a special, because you've only sprinkled it in. So
Where the heck is it?
That would be definitely a rambling stream of consciousness.
Okay.
Topic.
That's what everybody I've asked about
campaigns.
this. They say the same thing. I could ramble, but no one wants to listen to it. So everybody.
No, BB. No, I've only done one all campaign, and it was more like an all storyline. All the stuff you see about all, I've written for the community. I barely run anything at all. That's the secret. Most of my stuff's in the Hold of the Sea Princes and Greyhawk City.
Yeah, so all I ask is that your campaign, and I don't want to, I got to set a limit somewhere. It's got to be at least, you got to have some memories and discussions to fill 2 hours. So we're looking at a year or 2, right? You have a campaign going for a year or 2.
But if we can have 2 people on, they can have an hour each or something like that.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
We can do that too.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we don't need to push it too hard with one person, and it's not an interrogation, so to speak.
No, we want to hear the stories. We really do.
Yeah.
The 2 that we've had have been great.
And cool house rules, variants, ideas, themes, items, NPCs, monsters, custom monsters, stuff like that. So,
Greyhawk Mike is too busy running Spelljammer. Well, that's his prerogative there. He can run Spelljammer if he likes it.
I'm done already.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we're always excited, to try out new and exciting things. We're waiting for our special guest to log in.
Okay.
Hopefully, there's no technical issues. Let me just make sure.
Hello, Mike. We just said that you should come on and talk about your Niron game. So,
Yeah.
We'll definitely get that.
See, he popped in just in time to.
You have plenty of content to do that.
Villainous Layers of Greyhawk. That's a good one. Mike, take notes. Villainous Layers of Greyhawk. A great one.
Okay.
That's a good one. Yep.
Villainous Layers.
Yep.
Well, you can do a lot of adventure modules with that too, right? There's a lot of them. A lot of cool ones. I know we've gone. We've done named liches and named dragons and named undead, and we've done those, which always been been fun. They've always been a real good discussion. So let me see what we got here. I'm bouncing. I'm trying to.
Yeah, layers.
Layers. Yeah, layers is good. I like the 10. I like the top 10 list.
Spelljamming ports.
I think 10 magic items would be great. That would be a good one. A good one. 10 magic items of Greyhawk, because you get some custom stuff. Because there's so many cool custom items. True. If it's in depth.
Because we talk about swords and things, but we don't talk about other stuff.
Right, exactly. We don't, we need to discuss some of the, some of the other great things that it has to offer, and it does have a lot. Full-blown artifacts. We have done it. We need to do a return to. That was an old episode.
Yeah.
So 10
that's,
useless magic items.
That's a good one. Oh we could take that on first April show or something like that. We can talk about something.
Yeah, Nistel's magic are everything here. So I'm trying to.
So far, I got like 10 episodes wrote down here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great. Yep.
Come on, guys. We need to fill out a year. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it's too early to talk about what I'm attempting to get scheduled. I'll save that. I got some things in the works here. Who joined us for Portals? Someone joined us on that one.
Yeah, but they're not the one, not Roger Moore, that we should have had him too. So hopefully we can get him on again.
Yeah, number 132. I don't remember.
I forgot who
it was over the Christmas holiday.
Yeah. But we should, hopefully we could get Roger Moore on to talk about more on that, because we mentioned it, and he's working on more cool stuff that he talked about at GaryCon at our live shows. So that's something we can hopefully have him on for.
So Mac, I have no idea about Greyhawk 2000.
It might be an interesting thing to have a show about a little bit, because it takes up an interesting aspect of the setting. That should we run it stale, or should you let it evolve, so to speak? And it's a contentious but interesting. It's a bit like political. It goes into the scholarly as well, and we can also, because there was one article, I think it was it the Living Greyhawk or Dungeon magazine or something, but they talked about Greyhawk 2000, and I think it's an esoteric that could be worth an episode. I think
so. Is that an April issue?
I forgot which, but there is an article, and it's kind of interesting to so I think it could be worth an episode. Yeah, Cyberhawk or whatever. Yeah, Steampunk Hawk and various stuff. So so I think it's worth an episode to talk about stuff like that.
I'm trying to save the some of the ones that we had with our guest who's maybe having trouble getting on.
Put that, Mike. Put that on the list to do one of the topics, because I think it would be worth an episode sometime to put that in there. Yep.
Do we have David Leonard on for migrations?
Possible.
Yeah.
I think
so. David has been on for some of our really deep dive lore episodes he's always on.
Yeah.
And we should have him on again. And I'm so sad that he have a blogging hiatus now. So yeah.
It's hard.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know at some point we had Tommy John Kelly on to talk about Hateful Wars. I don't remember that one was either.
That's on my vacation to reading list to read through all that. So yeah.
We had a bloggers episode.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long ago that was, but there's like
if we can get Scott McMillan to talk about Grey Kingdom, his 18 blog post article series about Grey Kingdom, that is fantastic series. I would love to have him on talking about that.
Do we do one of dwarves? Yeah,
I
Dwarves?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, the dwarves, gnomes, and halflings. I'm almost positive we did one on dwarves at some point. Named, we did named stuff. We may have skipped dwarves for some bizarre reason. Gnomes,
Dwarves.
halflings, half-orcs, and others.
So maybe we should do dwarfs then. Yeah.
No, dwarves 85. We did
Okay,
elves
good.
and dwarves back to back.
Yep.
There we go. There it is. Surface elves, and Greyhawk, dwarves, and Greyhawk. I knew we did it.
Yep. Oh yeah, we talked about
I knew
dwarfs.
we
know.
did it. So
Yep.
we also did some history ones back in the day. We did times like epoch areas, Greyhawk history leading to 576. We did the wars. We did the Gord era. We did, we've done a lot of that. We did living, in all the living Greyhawk eras. So look, here's one: Greyhawkery Journey to 1000th blog post number 93.
Yep.
So we did that.
93.
Look at this one. Era,
Nice.
Paizohawk, Eric Mona, Jason Holman, James Jacobs. That was in the first 100.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and then we had the Earth 103 episode.
Yeah.
That's something that we should come back to this fall when I have version 2.0 of the planet, my planet project, and talk about the planet again, and then see if we can get Roger Moore come on for that one too. That will be fantastic.
Pax, what's haute couture of Greyhawk? I don't know what that is.
Oh, haute couture. That's fancy fashion. Have we had that? No.
No, but I don't know. Can we do that for 2 hours?
I would love to have a show about that. The problem is that we need someone who can illustrate it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It would. Yeah. The illustrations are already there. You got to just put up pictures of the Circle of Eight, talk about their garb.
Yeah. We have a lot of illustrations.
Yeah,
we have to Ken Frank's illustrations and
can we get to that for 2
Wayne
hours?
Reynolds.
Bald Morning Canaan, Morning with hair.
We can blend it in with other mini. It doesn't have to only talk about fancy clothing. We talk about what are regular people dressed up in, and what armor are people using, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's an interesting. Put that up.
Take the existing art you already got, and then talk about the art.
Let me check something.
Great libraries of places of knowledge of Greyhawk. That is a good one. Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Top 10 underused places or top 10 underused monsters. Good one. Good topics. Yeah.
I try to use them all, man. Even the flump.
Okay.
Dress, style, and architecture. Cultural. That is a great one. Thank you. And take your dress. Yep.
Oh, for a title, dress, style.
Yep. That is. Yep.
See, that's really tough because architecture really, like art, is subjective.
It's also not highlighted much in.
No, it's not. But I think it's one of these things that is really cool to put in because it gives a new dimension to Greyhawk that I think is really cool. Yeah.
That's why I vary everything, GNA. A lot of changes when I need to.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. All right. So let's see here.
We should have
Heraldry's 145.
Yeah, that's something we would come back to. And if we had a show about food and drink in Greyhawk, I think we should have one again and then we should have Mr. Magical Libations coming back, and we can talk about Todd talk about drinks.
Todd now he's so popular now.
I know. Yeah.
So,
but it's kind of. To go back to drinks and food and stuff in Greyhawk would be kind of fun. Interesting dishes and
I would love to do
stuff.
That,
yeah, that would be kind of fun.
14 live. Heraldry, Lakes, Waterways, and then we did classes. We did a lot of different classes in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Underused deities.
We might have tried something like that.
Yeah.
We've done evil deities and we've done good deities, and it's a tough one. Raxivort is not underused, BB, because of I think because we always get Eric Mon always tells that story about Raxivort, right?
Yeah, but it's not used that much overall, I think. But
all right, we got our guest coming. Yay!
Oh, great! Yep.
See if it.
No, so yeah, we have not done lesser gods, so I guess that could be a topic. To explore gods, ignored gods.
Just hope that the audio connects here.
Otherwise we don't have much.
Ooh, Bigby. Yeah, that's true. Bigby does have a Giants book coming up.
Oh wait, what? WotC's bringing out a book of giants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're basically an homage to the G series in 5e. That's my guess.
Why
because
does Big B have anything to do with that?
Because Big B is one of the cool personalities they want to plug, I think, and
Bigby's
Giants was part of the tradition.
His hands were in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But he had nothing to do with the G series.
No, but the Giants were cool. Big B is cool. They put it together. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bigby creates giant hands.
Yeah,
I know that, but it has nothing to do with the Giants.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Gosh.
Now yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't look at it from.
So he knows.
Yeah, you can't look at it from the prism that we normally look at from old lore. No, it's like Big B is cool. He has cool spells, and the Giants were cool, and they were popular back in the day. So put them together, and it might be even cooler. So yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it will probably not mention Greyhawk anywhere. Maybe we would get like a little side note, which I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no problem with it. So I'm not going to buy it anyway. So it's even with that Big B's name on it.
Oh my gosh. Gary, you there?
Testing.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
Well, I wouldn't want to miss your 200th anniversary.
Thanks, man.
200 shows. Who would have ever thought we'd gotten this far? So,
good. Welcome to the bottom of the barrel with us, Gary.
Yeah.
Mike.
So, go ahead, Gary. Sure.
Oh, I was listening and I was just curious. Where did the term Legends and Lore come from? Why did you guys choose that as the title?
Because we wanted to talk about lore.
Yeah, we were talking about lore, and then we were like 10 people or something sitting around the table at Gen Con at a restaurant and in a hotel, and we were sitting there and we were going back and forth, and eventually we ended up with this. So I'm not really sure how the discussion went, but that was it. So yeah.
I think it was a very short list. I think Legends and Lore was an immediate impact.
Yeah, we knew that lore was going to be there, and then someone just came up with Legends and Lore, and then, okay, that's what we had, and we stuck with it.
Yeah. A lot of the early...
And damn it, someone already took Greyhawk.
Right.
Yes, yeah, that was taken already, so we couldn't use that, so we had to diversify ourselves.
The good thing about having it Legends and Lore, well, we bring Larry Elmore on, it had nothing to do with Greyhawk at all, right? But he's a legend, right?
Yeah.
As an example.
But sometimes
I don't think back then we thought we would get people like Elmore.
No, we thought it would just be us and maybe a couple of other people from the community. That was as far as I thought we will ever get, so to speak.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. Nice comment. Nice compliment. Yeah. So, Gary, looking back here, it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it was freaking long ago.
Yeah.
We had Cannon Fire's 20th anniversary, Wednesday, August 25th. I'm thinking that's 2021. So that was the 20th anniversary of Cannon Fire. And some of the things I have
I just watched that one a few months ago.
Oh no.
With Jason.
And it just makes me sad because Jason was so excited for everything that was going on and his project with Gord and all the things that he was planning.
Yeah.
Whoops. Wrong button. Sorry. Give me a sec. First wrong button of the night. There we go.
Yeah.
We've done one on guilds, if I recall, and organizations.
I'll still make a note about it.
Yeah, so here's some of the things I have in this. I have this is the reading. And how many books did we get through? 3?
No, I think
4.
Did we get into the 4th? Maybe Cathay remembers.
Okay,
I think he at least got into 4. Yeah, someone can check. We check the page here. So hang on a second. Yeah.
Trying to see what else I have in this.
By the way, if anyone wants to finish doing the reading, we're always looking for volunteers. Amy talked about doing it, but she might be too busy to take it on.
Through 4 books, we got through. Cathay says through Knight Errant, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that came out also here. The postcards are now on Cannon Fire, and this is all the postcard locations. All the modules are on there. This was the front page at the time, so I had some good, So, Cannon Fire's 20th anniversary, and then a lot of cool things.
Well, next year is Greyhawk's 30th anniversary.
Oh wow!
So
did not know that.
That is the very beginning of Greyhawk Online fandom. I recorded an interview with Mateos on his podcast that may air soon, where we talked about the first 10, 15 years of online Greyhawk fandom. So if anybody wants to, brush up on my poor memory of what happened.
If I close my eyes and concentrate, I can remember the old days of Greyhawk.
Yes.
Yeah, 30 years. So.
Yeah, I've been online doing Greyhawk more than I was alive before I was online doing Greyhawk.
That's good.
All of us have. By a lot. I mean,
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I started when I was 11. I'm 56 now. So I'm 4 times since 80 playing in Greyhawk that I've been alive. It's insane.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, just doing the online stuff has already been 30 years.
Yeah. So Greyhawk's been, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen so many people come and go, and in some ways it's sad because you probably, some people outgrow their hobbies and move on to more serious things. Others sometimes just get upset with the state of things and also quit. But for the diehards who've been around for 20 years, it's amazing. It's amazing that we're still doing this, even with a setting that's so poorly supported.
Yeah.
Alex just said, bring up the other books that were written in that series. Yeah, I've never read any of them, so I can't comment on them, Alex. I mean, are they bad?
Which one are we talking about?
The Greyhawk novel classic series.
Oh, you mean the key? Yeah, I've read a couple of them, and they're not as books. They're not that bad, but they're not as closely tied to the setting in some ways. They're more descriptive than
they're about the adventure.
Yeah, Cathay. I like to think that someday Jason would read the Estes books.
Oh yeah.
If only to tear them apart.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Someone we've not had on any show. We have not had Rose on any of the shows. So fortunately or unfortunately. Gary, any favorites in the last 100 or even since the beginning? I know that's a tough call.
Here's the tough call: is that the ones that are Gabbin mixed together in my mind with the ones that are Legends and Lore.
Probably.
That's okay.
And so, we interviewed Eric, for instance.
That was a Gabbin.
That was really exciting. That was a Gabbin. Okay.
First time that was a Gabbin.
Yeah.
I had them one after another.
Yeah.
I had Eric and Jason and James. Remember, I had them all.
Yeah.
That were all Gabbins.
Yeah.
We had this one, numbered 97, which I think was a real hit, and that was Era Paizo Hawk on here with Eric, Jason, and James all on the same show.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah,
it was definitely.
Shortly before that, we did an Isle of Dread episode that Gary was on.
What number is that?
Yeah.
Where is this list posted
92.
somewhere?
It's my PDF where Dread. Let me see. 92. Everything about the Isle of Dread. Yeah, and I just recently gave out some more of those booklets at GaryCon. Remember? So, yep, absolutely. Gotcha, Arg. I'll get you after the tonight and get you on the VIP for 2 weeks.
Shout out to Curtis, biggest Hexstore fan around.
Who's that Gary character? Oh, I thought you were combing your hair. Told me. I'm sorry. I'm quoting. We're both quoting Weird Science right now. So.
Okay.
Well, one of your weirdest episodes, maybe not best, has got to have been your interview with Lord Brezin. I mean, had you ever interviewed
oh my gosh, I forgot about
fantasy character before?
There's a character.
Yeah.
I think it's unique, right? You haven't had another episode where you interviewed a fantasy character.
Tim gets into character sometimes.
Number 98, The Soul, with special guest Lord Brezin.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There you go. There's your Soul
and it was
episode.
way better than the Bards of Greyhawk. It's not because the Bards of Greyhawk is a great group and I love them. They're awesome and the music is great, but it was not the right forum. It was not the right way to present them. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was cleaning my room while you guys were playing that episode. Back in San Francisco, and it was like nails on the chalkboard, but
Yeah,
I couldn't turn away.
No, and we just had to sit there and yeah, it was hilarious,
So
fun,
long.
and weird and
Yeah. How big were the audiences? Do you guys remember on those first episodes?
About 25, 30 or so. I think we reached 50 before.
We reached 50 when I was on.
Yeah, exactly. That was what's going to say. That was
consistent.
Yeah. We were in the 50s were the highest we were before we went to came here to Lord Gusumba channel. So that was in the 50s.
I do have to thank Jay for one thing, which is no Legends and Lore vacations.
Yes,
right, for the most part.
Back when Mike and Anna were doing it, they took vacations. It was torture.
Oh yeah.
We try to be on every week unless I got something weird going on.
But it was simply now it's so good because now I don't have to do all the in between.
You can't complain about the quality of the topics if you don't let me have a vacation.
Well, sometimes some of the topics that on initial impression sounded either not good, dumb, or perhaps even way out there turn out to be some of the best discussions.
The scholarly topics and stuff were even I who suggested them thought that, oh, this is going to be tough, but they turned out much better than I thought too.
And some of the ones that seem like they're instant coolness just don't turn out that way, or we get off track and talk about other things. So that's an opportunity to have those guests back. I think your show with the Wizards 3 was one of the best I've ever seen.
Thank you. That was
of course, it's a Gabbin, but
it's okay.
I think these are really invaluable.
We're working on some things. I'm working on right
it's like
now.
We're keeping a time capsule of all this lore.
Is it just easier to get people on Gabbin because it's the weekend?
Sundays are probably easier than when.
Remember, we had Skip Williams on Legends and Lore that one time.
Yeah,
we did have Skip on. We got Skip, and he told us a story about the map. Oh yeah.
God, and I keel-hauled him and kneecapped him. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Well, we had some real cool guests on Legends and Lore too. And now that I'm doing some on Saturdays and mixing in Gabbins and Legends and Lores, like Rob Kuntz is only can be available Saturday morning because he lives in Corsica. And Schick is Alex just brought up Schick. Schick lives in Ireland. So unless I'm putting him on a Saturday morning and getting in touch with him, and they're saying they're having trouble getting in touch with him. So that's why he's a problem to get him. Yeah. But some of the things I'm working on is Zeb, Harold, and Alan, and have 3 of the 4 A series. Okay, authors.
That will be
all right,
awesome.
I'm working on that. I'm working on doing that. That's the next big thing I'm working on. I'm also supposed to have Diesel on soon.
I think panels of 2 or 3 work really well because the guys are peers, so they trust each other. They ask each other really smart questions, and they love to share their.
Oh yeah, they also and they also recollect memories when they start chatting among each other. They remember all these old stuff.
So they fill in each other's pieces of the missing story. So it's awesome.
It's always nice to have to see some other viewpoints too, and then I'm not saying they correct each other, but you're right, they back each other up with stuff, and I got Harold on. If any of you saw at GaryCon the night I was at the museum, I got Harold on for about 10 minutes, and I had Darlene on for about 10 minutes. I had Alan on for about 10 minutes each on that night, and so they said they'd all come on, back. Well, they come on back on, so that's a good thing. We can work on that to get them back on. So, I forgot. I completely forgot the Lord Breslin episode. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
I guess. Probably my favorite episode, but of course I'm biased, is the one where I surprised you guys and came on for Keel.
Yeah.
And I remember Mike's face.
Oh, that was awesome.
What's happening?
Yeah.
I mean, Mike and I had spoken to each other for like almost 15 years at that point, but never spoken verbally. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of when that one was.
Wow, that was probably the first year of COVID, I think.
Yeah, so
it was on Legends and Lore?
It was one about Keoland or the Sheldamar Valley.
It was the Sheldamar. It was the Sheldamar.
And we got quickly sidetracked.
57.
Sheldamar Valley with Gary Julian. There it is. 57. Yep. Wow.
Damn.
Holy. There you go.
And then remember how Eric popped on the chat?
Yes.
And within a couple of weeks, I think we interviewed him, but it was on Gavin, right?
Yeah, it was. And we were talking about the one where we had Stephen Randy McFarlane on. We're doing Living Greyhawk Journals, and Eric that morning said, can I come on? Right. And so we had him on. We had, I talked about that. It should be right here. It's not that long ago, actually. Here it is.
Someday, Antiquitous. Someday there will be a Death Knights episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm all for it.
I'm looking forward to that. Yep.
So after you were on for Sheldamar, we had Malden on for Iron League.
Right.
Were you also on
that?
I was on that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one too. The Iron League with Dennis Malden Tetra. That was a good one. Definitely some. Like I said, these are all on YouTube. Everyone, go back and take a look at them. They may be a little rough around the edges, producing wise, but still they're great. They're great. They're great topics here. We've had a lot of
Vampires of Greyhawk is we haven't talked about that, but I think we should. Yep.
You haven't done Vampires? We did.
We don't need to talk about one in particular, but we can mention
it.
The
very first episode was Undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undead was very early.
So I don't think we've done it since.
Yeah, but we haven't talked specifically.
We did Liches.
Exactly. So that's why I think we should do Vampires too.
Of all the published settings, Greyhawk is really the home of both undead and demons.
Yeah.
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 I'll say, a lot of people ask me this question, Gary, and how do you answer this? Well, Orcus and Demogorgon and Dweeblix, and they don't belong in Greyhawk because they're not really Greyhawk.
They do.
Of course they do.
No, Father, this is not a demon. This isn't a free.
It's a free, yes.
That's the answer, right?
I think they really do belong in Greyhawk more than we think. Yeah.
Listen, you got to assume that when Gary Gygax is developing both a campaign setting and a rule set, that he's really creating synergies between both. So I think everything that, at least through first edition, that was intended for that was also intended for Greyhawk, unless it explicitly said, Dragonlance or something else.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, he mentions Orcus in the 1983 Gold Box as a possible father of Ayus. So Orcus is definitely Greyhawk canon.
That's true. I completely forgot about
that. And Grust, he's in Grust is in the Gord books, so he's as canon as it can be. He's in the Gord books by Gary himself.
He's mentioned in
exactly. So, I mean, he doesn't get more Greyhawk than that. He's as Greyhawk canon as he's even more than modern canon. But he's written into the adventures. He's part of the. Yeah.
But when we're talking about what I'm thinking of is the Monster Manual. The big ones, like Demogorgon, especially.
Lolth is
another demon. Demogorgon creates the Death Knights according to the Fiend Folio, right?
That's right.
That's
right.
It says it right in there. So that's that connection. And it's but I get that a lot.
What's his name? I always forget how to. Frazer Blue.
Oh, Frazer Blue.
Oh, yes. Oh, I love him. Pustinchi is another one with the big mole thingy. Yeah.
Frazer Blue was a prisoner of Castle Greyhawk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should have asked. We should have asked Rob about that. I think his character released him.
So the story went that the story that he told was that he only released Hexter, right? Yeah. That he only,
and then he made out and had a date with Zuckmoy, and then we didn't ask anymore.
That. He released Hextor.
I hope he wore protection.
And then
I hope so too.
Zuckmoy took him to her plane on the Abyss.
Yeah,
where they hooked up.
Yeah.
And this was new. This was completely new.
Yeah. So now we know
that I'd never heard before.
Yeah. So now the obvious NPC is the cambion that came out of that.
Oof.
That's an obvious one.
See,
it's an obvious one.
How can you say Robilar's not evil? Do stuff like that.
Well, after that, he's definitely evil.
He may not be. He may not be evil, but he's definitely insane.
Look,
he needs a retcon.
Even James Bond hooked up with the Spy Love Me chick, and she was a Russian agent, right? So come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the demons are worse than the Russians.
Well, I'm just saying. Sometimes hey, it's a hookup. So
that's what I think, BB.
Yeah. But it was great when Rob Coons dropped that one. That was awesome. That built Greyhawk lore there. So that was
and
great.
we got Rob Kuntz on twice, which is great. So here's BB. This is what I did. I stayed away on all Rob Kuntz discussions from a lot of the stuff that they did in Expeditions to the Ruins of Greyhawk, trying to fix it, because he's long gone since then. And when you talk about stuff that they weren't involved in, it gets a little
you can't talk about post Gygax period at TSR because they were
It'd
not
be like
involved.
asking George Lucas about the most recent Star Wars movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after he sold it to Disney. Yep. Yep.
So wait,
you could expect a polite answer, but not an honest one.
At best, yeah.
So the LL is wrong, because I thought in Q1 it was spelled LLOTH in Q1. No, it's LOLTH in Q1, and it's only spelled LL in the Drizzt books by accident.
Oh, okay.
No, it is Loth.
The editors didn't catch it.
They didn't catch that. Yeah. Taryn. Gygax, an albino demon in the 5th Gord road book, which was secretly not evil, but served as the primary advisor to a powerful evil demon lord. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of Anna's favorites, Vuron.
Yeah.
Vuron.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I love him. Yeah. He is awesome.
Cool. Yeah. That's like your favorite one.
Lord Vuron is my favorite.
Is he a demon or Cambion?
No, I have him at he's a devil in exile, just like Grasset. Yeah. They are both devils in exile. Yep.
You could take it one step further. Maybe they're former angels who became devils who became demons.
That might be too. Yep. Yep.
Man, so we definitely need, and I know there's some discussion available on this, but we need to have a my God, Death Knight / Saint Benedor show, right?
Yeah.
At some point, we should get some Saint Benedor discussion.
Yeah.
Just wait for a little bit more material to come out. That's being worked on right now.
Got it. And I volunteered to put the class in there too. So
Anna has also done some wonderful heraldry for the Death Knights.
Great.
That we could show off.
Yep.
We had one when I showed most of them in I think I had most done, but we need to do another heraldry show at least this fall, because I plan to do a bunch of them this summer. So
I didn't know that Vuron was an albino either.
He's albino and genderless in a sense. So yep.
Well,
I have a backstory to that too that I will plague my players with later on.
Rob has not given us updated heraldry. No, he's not. He's not given us anything updated, Cathay, since the last discussion.
Yep.
So you got to understand that I won't go into any details, but after the show, Rob is on Zoom with the three of us for about the same amount of time of a show goes. Okay, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah. And
so wow.
He discussed the Robilar heraldry, but the only thing he showed us, and you can see it on the video when he showed the PDF, because it's on the video as well in the show, that was Lord Robilar. That was basically the standard Robilar shield, but with red background instead of yellow. That was the only thing he showed us, and because we didn't show us any more after the show,
right?
But he didn't go into detail, and I forgot to ask, to be honest, because that was it. So at least we have that little inkling of new information. So we'll see. But I didn't want to push him because he intended to publish more of this and sell it or publish it on his blog or something.
Right.
So hopefully we will get more, because what we got to show was just a teaser.
And then we went off on, Jim Ward and Ed Greenwood both have very successful Patreons now, and then we went off on that tangent for 2 hours,
we'll see what can happen. So
here's a good one. Let's discuss. I really liked, and I thought it was longer ago than this, but it wasn't. And that is number 182, which was Greyhawk maps of all kinds.
Yeah,
and I have an unbelievable amount of stuff in this folder, like just. We got the Malden Greyhawk map, right? Which has replaced the Greyhawk box set map for me. I think it's much better. We also have the Gary Gygax version of that map.
That was one. Maybe Joe Block did that one, or it was someone. Yeah, but this is the basic design of the city. This is too cleaned up, but it's based on the Gary design. But I think it's a little bit too well organized, neatly organized. I think, but I still like it. I like the Gary Gygax layout of the city, basic layout. So
the
that
head,
would be my
you can't unsee the head.
Oh, and to me, Dennis and me discussed it, and he didn't like it at all. I actually do like it because that's a visual, like the anagram when we have Gary's name everywhere. This is kind of a visual version of the anagram, but I will probably undo that slightly, so to speak.
Do you think you could make it more sophisticated?
Yes, definitely. I want to tie it into the terrain more, so to speak. So
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I love his maps. They are fantastic.
And he doesn't live far from me, but he just won't come on. So I've
no,
tried.
and there seems like a lot of cartography seems very shy. I've reached out to like half a dozen, and they give me very polite answers back, but they don't want to come on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through a whole bunch of maps that were available. There's Benoit Poir did this one. Yeah, there's a lot of Bard's Gate. So
yeah.
It's just pretty neat. You have all your own personal stuff, and then we have this.
We have the Rel Astra one, and oh yes, that's another one.
This is from an Age of Worms. This is off DeviantArt that someone did. They took this map. I love this because I used it. They took this
and then
map,
they did a different version of it.
And did that, which is really cool. So lots of good ones. That was a really neat episode.
Yeah.
Let me pop this up here. So, I liked 185 as well, which is favorites within the Earth journals.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one because then we went through and we talked about a lot of different highlights that we had that we all liked articles. We went through a bunch of stuff. And a lot of if you go through the Earth journals, and I suggest everyone out there do, you'd be shocked at the article writers early on. Right, Roger Moore, Leonard LaKafka, they're in there.
Eric Mona, whatever. Meaning, it's and Eric Mona was the first editor of I think he did he was the first one that did the first. I don't know how many, but he did a number of them, and there's fantastic articles in the Earth Journal. So yeah.
Go ahead, Gary. What else you got there for us, man? What other highlights?
Antiquitas have the Blackmore we had with Dan Boggs. That was a good one.
That was a good one too.
That was a fantastic one.
Let me go back and see what number that was. Great one.
Yeah.
That was 83.
Yep. Blackmore with Dan Boggs. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That was that long ago. Holy jeez.
Yeah.
That was in the first 100.
Yeah, and I met him. We met him at GaryCon this year. So.
Yep.
They had a Blackmore seminar. The problem was that was at midnight or 1 o'clock or something. It was
in the morning,
crazy late.
1 a.m.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like 11:30 or it was really late, around midnight. So it was
probably
so late
because they wanted to get their gaming in first.
Yeah, or something, and they were supposed to screen something, and I was too tired, so I kind of skipped it. So yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that great either.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, I was too tired.
Have we ever done one just detailing this? Have we ever done one on the Gazetteer?
No, I don't think we've done one specifically on that one, but I think it would be a good show to do. Yeah.
No, we have not done that.
Yeah,
it's a good excuse to get Fred's passed, right? So to get Gary, Eric, and Sean together.
That will be great. Yeah.
I don't know if Fred's passed.
He's not.
I thought MIA.
He's just MIA? Oh, okay.
He's just in Valinor.
But we kind of, because Eric Mona have talked extensively about how it came to be. So we have that we've had that covered a couple of times. But we haven't gone through the content of it in detail, which is kind of cool. We should do a deep dive of the book. But the good thing is that we got a lot of the history on how it came to be. Eric detailed that really well in one episode, how he went back and forth with the WotC people and how the work, all the hoops he had to go through in order to make it happen, so to speak.
Hang in there, Arg, for another 15 minutes. All right, so So no. 80, right, Mike? We did an encounter tables one. Aarakocra are in the 83 encounter tables in the Lort Mill Mountains. All right, so that they go all the way back to 1983. They're on.
Yeah,
and one
that was a good episode.
Yeah. Also, a monster I'm going to use shortly in an adventure that I believe is in them too. The Susaurus, right? That's the one with that has the exoskeleton. It looks like a gorilla with no head. Right, that's also, I believe, in the 83 encounter tables.
Okay,
because it's from the Fiend Folio. Yeah. So yeah, some neat things that you find out that that go all the way back. You know, the Aarakocra and Ron. I'm not sure. Is it a playable PC race? Well, Wingfolk existed. There was the Wingfolk instead, which appeared in which they're in the Best of Dragon Volume 3 as well. What's that? Do you remember what article they were, Mike? But they existed.
No, I remember second edition. There was some like winged elves or something that you could play.
Right, because they're in Baldur's Gate 2. There's
not Aarakocra though.
Not the Aarakocra, but they're not. So we never had them as a playable PC race, but flying creatures as playable PC races are tough, man.
It's a missed opportunity because you got Falcon, who's a god of aerial, stuff.
Falcon,
so,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
True. I meant for the Blackmore seminar, it was way late. Oh! I'm sorry. I thought I misunderstood that. So.
Yeah, we were talking about the Blackmore seminar at Gary Con that it was so late. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a good idea. It's a good idea there and the first time chatter.
Yeah,
welcome.
man. Yes.
So.
It's true.
Yep.
Colorful.
But that was we had some neat discussions. I'm trying to think of what else. Forest and Jungles. We did a lot of location things. We did one just on Zagig. I remember. Sorry.
Zagig.
Yeah.
I remember that. We did.
That's when I learned about the different spelling with I or Y.
Yeah. We did. What was Horrors of Greyhawk? Anyone remember that one?
Horrors of Greyhawk. I don't know.
I forgot.
I don't remember what that one was. Let me see.
We had a Halloween episode early on. So. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah. Look.
Oh, we had an undead as well.
King of the Ghouls, Dorsane.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sons of Caius. Yeah. Oh, wait. Were you ready? Look at this appearance.
Yes.
That was your first
that was my
zombie goats.
Yep, my zombie goats. Yeah, they were just created.
They are disturbing.
They are very disturbing.
Good. Yeah.
In that sense, Horrors of Greyhawk. Yep.
Yep. Absolutely. That was a good one. So, Gary, what do you want to see for the next 100, man? What we keep on cranking out, just keep the variety of content coming?
Yeah, I think the My Greyhawk thing should be a regular, maybe once a month if you guys can find the people. If anybody's out there wants to discuss their campaign and has especially a unique take on Greyhawk.
I love just sitting back and listen to
Michael's Von Moku's next.
Yeah. If nothing else, we have a Meyerhawk episode too, because I've just sprinkled in we can have that too, one episode. Yep.
I'd like to see the Greyhawkery 2000th post episode.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, we should. It's
Come on, Mike.
It's a touchy topic, but we should. Yeah.
So
we can get our steampunk high tech.
My guys and a lot of you don't get this as well. June 3rd is my 1000th adventure, right? You ain't seeing a 2000th in my lifetime. That is 43 years of gaming, and if I do 40 a year, that's 25 years away. I'll be 81 freaking years old.
Oh yeah, that you get it. You have to adventure as often as you have done it for another 25 years.
Yeah,
and when you're 90, you can get there.
Maybe 1500, but I don't think we'll get to 2000.
You'll be in a holodeck fighting AI monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That'd be kind of cool. Or we'll all be sitting in little compacted things like Ready Player One, right? All stacked on top of each other. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, we'll keep on trying to get some other great Living Grout content. Here's the one I'm working on. I don't know if it's going to be a Gavin. I don't know if it's going to be a Legends and Lore, but I'm working on era. We haven't done a Savage Tide discussion. I'm working on getting James on for Savage Tide. And just talking about. I don't know anything much about it, so
he would be the key person.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll keep that. That's the one I'm trying to really get on soon. To have that. I tried multiple times to get Jason on for that Living Greyhawk High Folk discussion. It just didn't happen. But I think last week it was great with Tony and Greg alone. It worked. It was good. So note that we'll try and keep that going too. Any of your favorites out there you want to discuss? I know we're getting up on time soon. I stopped doing math. I hit 50. So it wasn't, dude. I am so excited about this 1000. A little note to everyone out there. I screwed up. We can't rechange. It's on a Saturday and it's an all-day thing. We're just gonna be playing, Two Militia King. I can't change the date because all my guys have it set. But it'll probably be. We're gonna go ahead of that, and then I'll go back to 1000 because I just because we're gonna be running special adventures and stuff. So it's gonna be like 102, 1002 or whatever. But it doesn't matter. Who cares about the numbering? So. Stop being a quitter after you get at least 30 years in you. Yes. Yes. So.
Hopefully we do have another 30 years in us.
Oh, you know what? Wow. But that was Gavin though, wasn't that? We didn't have Sly first.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had. I think
that was Gavin.
It was Gavin, but that was a great episode. It will be so wonderful to have him on again because
Yeah.
I didn't realize how cool he was when he was on.
Yeah, he's a big guy, a big name in the fifth edition.
Oh, his blog and his podcast that he has and stream. It's wonderful. So yeah.
Yep. So why don't we talk about a little closing up here and some memories and anything you want to say here, and then we'll do some quick shout outs to the 3 giveaways, find someone to raid into. By the way, so my son's getting an award at school tomorrow. I am not going to be having a game tomorrow night, and you all knew that last week. So it's only Wednesday and Sunday this week. So it's a late week for us, but nothing going on Saturday because it's my son's birthday today, and we're all going out and doing celebrations on Saturday. So I don't have any special games. So it's just Legends of Lore tonight and Gavin on Sunday this week. All right, so yep, turn 13. So Mike, what would you like to say in closing?
Good input, everybody. I got a lot of good notes here, so we'll have a lot of fun stuff to talk about in the next, for the rest of the year. So this episode was definitely productive.
Absolutely. It's been a real fun one. Whoop.
You mean you're going to break through the bottom of the barrel into the Underdark?
Yes. We broke through the bottom of the barrel and we found another barrel.
Yes.
Chock full of Greyhawk discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to see me TBK someone when I'm 81 years old? Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh man.
Well, I mean, how old is Ed?
72 or 74.
Well, we should all at least maybe be able to make it to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Ed's very spry for his age, man. I didn't realize how freaking tall he is. He's like 6'3". He's big. If you look at some of the pictures I had with him, he is a big guy. Yeah. Really was GaryCon was a blast with having him there and playing and all. That was a fantastic time. So Anna, what would you like to say in closing on this topic?
First, I have to thank both of you guys for doing this with me and that we can do it together. And then I have to thank everybody who come on every week and come with awesome comments and cheers and sorry?
It's only 63?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
ARG. Oh my gosh, 20. That was really kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's going to go on for a bit. Wow, dude. Thank you so very much for the kindness.
Yep.
So
thank you everybody who's supporting us and coming here every week and
he's got a ways to go.
It's just awesome. So it's wonderful. And this couple of the last 5 years have really gotten me, meaning I've learned more about Greyhawk the last couple of years than I've learned in the previous 35 or something like that. I've been into the setting. So it's awesome. Yeah, it deep dives into stuff. So it's fantastic. So yeah.
We have really tried. You're right. It's been I'm sorry, Anna, continue. My bad.
No, please. It's just I'm just blown away how much fun it is to be in part of the Greyhawk community.
Let's hear what Gary has to say in closing too before I open my big mouth. We got a lot coming up, right, Gary? We got a lot of great stuff coming.
I can mention that hopefully on Friday there will be a mapping.
Cool.
We will do a mapping 2 hours on Friday. Hopefully, no game on Sunday. And there is my first update on the GIS Worth or Greyhawk GIS project is coming very soon, and then I'm working hard both on the Blue Box map and on Altamira and stuff, so that's why there isn't that many posts and updates. And I try to do a lot of the heavy lifting before I go to Sweden and Europe for a month. So that's why I'm not posting much at all. I'm just trying to get a lot of that heavy lifting, so then I can do more social media and light stuff and correspondence and various stuff when I only have a laptop to work on. So that's part of it. But I need to post about that stuff now. So I'm trying to get as much heavy lifting stuff away so I can compensate for being away for a month. So yeah.
Cool. Gary.
Guys. I don't know. It all seems to blur together. I'm looking through this list. It's like, wow, I can't even remember half these episodes, but
I know. I to think that I produced them and ran them, Gary, and I don't remember them. So
what helps me is going on YouTube and seeing the thumbnails who's on that episode, and then it's like, oh yeah.
Or the commentary. We got a lot of good commentary on YouTube. You can't really comment after the fact. Twitch doesn't save the chat, but
it's such a crime that we lose the chat.
I know.
Well, you can put it on the stream as a thing that flows
so
past.
Small and it's hard to read.
That's a possibility though. Yeah,
true.
But it's disturbing when you have it. So yeah.
But the good thing about being old and not having a great memory is we get to discuss these things all over again.
We can exactly. The older we get, the more often we can return to the same topic. So yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So here comes my question to you on: do we have an announced date where this new project is going to come to fruition, so that we can, like, roughly?
It could be the end of this month. Our goal with Visions of Greyhawk is to get it out as often and as soon as it's ready. So it's not going to be scheduled. It's just going to release as soon as it's ready. Everyone who contributes will make that commitment that your stuff will not sit around. As soon as we get an issue together, it's going to come out. And it's going to be the main way we put out articles on Campfire instead of the old blog posts where we're neck and neck with Mike on Greyhawkery. 1,000. We're going to compile them and turn them into this frequent zine, and hopefully it's another way for people to share their visions of Greyhawk. And
that's awesome that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So all the articles for the first issue are settled. We're practically done with the second issue's roster, so anyone who's contributing, it's going to be sometime later this year when your article comes out, but we'll make the commitment to get it out as fast as possible.
Are Death Knights in? Which issue are Death Knights in? Are they in any?
Death Knights are not scheduled in that yet.
Okay.
Death Knights are scheduled in another project.
Which,
when it comes to fruition, will probably be the biggest in terms of word count of anything that's ever been done for Greyhawk.
Okay. Great to hear. Very cool.
So think Carl Sargent scope.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It just made me spill my drink. Damn. That's awesome to hear. We'll keep on going here from our end. Legends and Lore and all the other content that we're all doing everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there should definitely be synergy between all this stuff that fans are doing and the cons and everything that is coming upstream and downstream. Hopefully, if we're lucky, Wizards won't announce anything for Greyhawk, and we'll be able to escape another year.
Don't count on it
without the eye of Sauron off of us.
I know the Acquisitions Incorporated things got me scared to death.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So, and none of them will respond to me.
No, that's good. So don't poke them. Skip it. Yep.
They're not going to do Greyhawk because I inquired, Anna.
No, I know that. But we should. Yeah.
Don't poke the bear. I got it.
Yeah.
And Mike Merles is not available still.
So Mike has been kindly, and I asked him to come on the last one we did where we discussed his episode from Age of Worms, and he said he doesn't think it's at the right time yet, and he appreciated the invitation because it but he didn't think he had the capability yet of doing that. So I keep on trying with him.
It will be good to have them on in the future sometime. Yeah. So yeah,
there's at least 20 fans based on my discussions with them over the years and what I've seen of their stuff that I could give you a list for my Greyhawk, and then you could see if they're willing to do it. But I think that's an awesome thread that you guys could follow for a while.
I will keep on making attempts just to, I occasionally will attempt to connect into that grouping, right? Those that, are on and they're 5 years and they're on and they
has Dennis ever done a show about his personal campaign material? Nope. Okay, well there you go.
I get down. Last time we had Dennis on was Virtual GrowdCon last year, and then Rick Rose, right?
Tell him if he doesn't come on, then I'm going to present the Gary Holian version of Melcott.
Oh, that's good.
That's a way of getting him on.
Put that into our lovely
Malden
chat.
Could very well be a good Spelljammer episode.
Yeah, that too.
That's right. You could have him and David on.
Have some, always throw out, even ask Jeff to come back on since that's one of his babies, right? Original. So there's a lot of options there. The Great Iron Gate Canal.
Yes, that's a good one too. Yeah.
So, gotta shame people. Absolutely. All right, so
at some point, Sam and I could do a show about the history of the Sheldamore Valley that I think would be as in-depth a thing as can be done.
No, that'd be awesome. Because it's a wheelhouse thing for me, so it'd be great. Would love that. Love to have that.
Mike, Sam, and I are working on a little bit of a retcon for the Sea Princes that hopefully will make the people who weren't happy with how the Scarlet Brotherhood handled that stuff a little more happy with the material.
Yes, please. I can't stand it. I despise it. Absolutely. So I have no idea what Gavin's going to be this week this Sunday, because I'm trying to work on getting a special guest on, and I haven't gotten confirmation yet. So,
but if you don't get that on, we can always continue with the Dungeon Adventures.
Yeah, exactly.
We can do something like that. Yeah.
So fast forward to a week from Saturday. I may even have a game Saturday morning, a D&D game, and then I'm going to have a BattleTech game Saturday night. My wife's away. Wife's going out of town with a friend, and my son's going to play in this game Saturday night because I don't want to abandon my 13-year-old. But I may have a D&D game in the morning and then this BattleTech game at night. Okay, just note that that's a week from Saturday. What else? Other big things are coming up. Nerdy Guide to D&D is a Saturday after. That's also in the morning. They're all in the UK, so it's at 9 a.m. I'm going to DM for them. First timers. I have all 4 of their characters done. That'll be cool. That's adventure number 999, by the way, as you can see on there. We're getting close to the dates. And then what else we got here? 1000th is Saturday, June 3rd. It has been announced. We're doing Tomb of the Lizard King, and we're just gonna sit there and play like we did back in the day. And we're gonna go at least 8 hours. So it's gonna be just all my guys sitting around the table playing that game to celebrate the 1000th adventure. And we'll have a lot of special giveaways. I've been told Troller Games is going to do a giveaway every hour. So yeah, some really cool things. Can't get her on. We've tried. That's a not happening history. That's a non-starter there.
No,
yeah. That's definitely
when Ben Riggs couldn't even get her to comment for his book.
That's out of the question. Let me see if I hit the right button here. All right, so the next big. Well, Ed, I have a crossover. This is finalized. 2 drink minimum Slav Squad crossover event, the second one we've ever had. Ed Greenwood, Eric Boyd, and Eric Menke from 2 drink minimum, as Anna's going to be in Sweden.
Yep.
Tony's unavailable. And then Mandy, Myriad, Bones, and Darling from the Slav Squad. What could go wrong?
I might not make it to Sweden. We'll see. But that's another thing.
Hey, All Dragon. Good to see you.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. And you got any of your crew in? We got 3 giveaways. So please sign up for the giveaways. We're just doing shout outs now. Thank you for the follow. There it is, ! Drawing. So I would love to hear Lorraine. It's not happening. So the closest we get to those stories is Eric Mona telling us what's going on. So, this will be a fun game. That's way out. That's June 10th. So, and then after that, I am gone. After that, I'm on Anna. I'm on vacation. The weekend of the 17th and 24th, I'm in Florida. So this will be the last.
It might be a light week then after that.
After that, yeah. So just to tell you what's going on there for special events, but there may be some other things I can squeeze in and here and there, because I'm crazy.
That's when we're gonna do the Vampire Thrummel topic.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I got it. We've never had Monty Cook on. But see, he'll probably never come on after I get through.
No, you need keelhold him for the return to Temple of Elemental Evils.
Yeah, that's a Vampire Thrummel thing. It's just so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. so ridiculous. So, but other than that,
we have to thank him for the coolest meme we can taunt you with in this channel. So it's awesome. So yeah.
Oh, it's fun. So let's do 3 giveaways here. Hopefully everyone. So the one is Casey's book, right? I'll need your name and address if I don't have it. If you win,
yep.
Yeah, it's the Bandit Kingdom summary book, and then you get the other 2 winners will get their choice of 2. Let's see, Alden. Have a good one, man. No problem. I usually give out Treasures of Greyhawk, which is a great reference, and one other. I also have a Scarlet Brotherhood mixed in here somewhere. I can give that out and another as well to celebrate the 200th episode there. Thank you all for the support. Thank you, Wayne and Arg Scott, for the great gift subs. I really appreciate it. Get us rolling. This is the first stream of the month. Get us rolling pretty good here. Like I said, lots going on. I got some personal son stuff with birthday and his schooling stuff this week, so it's a little light, but we'll be back cranking it out next week. All right, here we go. I'm going to close it out. Please, ! Drawing, and we'll see who the winners are. And you'll have to tell me. You have to be on the claim, and you tell me what you want here. All right, here we go. I'm closing it out. Let's see who we got. You just got in. You're in, Kahira. You're in because it didn't pop up, so you're in. And first winner is Wayne. Damn weirdo. Congrats. You tell me what you want, man. If you want 2 reprints or you want the Casey book, you let me know. Next winner is Garner. Jeez. You're on a roll, man. Won some dice and won that. That's great. Garner as well. I guarantee you, Garner doesn't have some of these adventures. And then waiting to see 2. All right. So Wayne. You want to get with me on the side? You have Scarlet Brotherhood? Wayne, let me know. If you don't have Scarlet Brotherhood, I recommend it. Just let me know if you have that. That's when I would get you. Scarlet Brotherhood and how's the Tomb of the Lizard King too, which I'm going to be running. You let me know if those 2 work for you. Scarlet's good. All right, good. That was good. Did the other winner pop up? Garner. I'll get you 2 books as well. And what's the last winner? It was Lot. Wow, that's a new name, Lotwook. Wow, Brand. That's good to see someone new. And I don't see them on. Oh no, I may have to reprint. I may have to repull it. Wait 1 second here. I don't see Lotwook on. We'll give him 30 seconds. I don't see him. Gotta be on the claim. Okay, so I only have one band. I'll give you this. Trust me, Garner. This is great. All right, there's a whole bunch of adventures in this. Trust me, because I am trustworthy. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna repull last one. Now, I don't think Lotwook is on at all, so I'm gonna pull one more winner. This one is for the Bandit Kingdoms book. Okay, please note it's a Bandit Kingdoms book. And we'll see. Lando, you got a Bandit Kingdoms book? Congrats, Lando. All right. I think I have your name and address, Lando, but just resend it to me, please, in Whisper or in Discord, whichever one you want to do, and then I'll get it to Casey, who will send it to you direct, okay? All right? Awesome. Who are we raiding into? Guild Superior's on. I'm trying to see if we got any Greyhawkers on. Guilds, 20 Sides is on. Who did I do it to last time? Let me take a look here. Oh, I'm just seeing what they're doing. I should have done this beforehand. Guilds, all right, so Guilds, 20 Sides is running Dragonlance, and Guild Superior has Bleak on running Vaesen. So I think I did Guild Superior last, didn't I?
I'm not sure, but he's awesome. So whenever you can raid into him, that will be good.
All right, we'll raid into Guild Superior tonight. All right,
that's
sound
awesome.
good? Awesome. So Gary, thanks for hopping on. That was great. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, guys.
Hope you and thank you all for the great support. Sorry I'm not on tomorrow night. I'll see you Sunday. Gonna have a nice weekend. I'm taking my son and a bunch of his friends out for to have some fun on Saturday, and so things are rolling here. Everyone have a good one. See you all in a couple days. All right, have a good night. Get the wrong button.
Bye, everyone.
I got the wrong button. No, didn't. All right, we're ready to Guild Superior. They're part of the Greyhawk Creatives community. Let's set the raid up. Raid. Oh man, they moved this stuff around. There we go. I hate it when they do that. This'll.
See you later, Scott.
Everyone have a great night.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see if we can get over 75. There we go. Yep. 70. Look at that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you later. Thank you. All right. Make sure this goes.
There's one topic we still haven't done.
What's that?
And I wasn't going to bring it up on live.